Who likes oral? Ryle, you like oral hygiene, hey?
You're really looking...
Yeah, did you hear that yesterday? Come GBV me now.
Italian.
Imogen yesterday.
Thank you very much.
Come GBV me now. Like, yeah, stop.
Yes. Good morning.
Oh, fuck. Ek moet seker my comms insit. Dit sal seker help.
What's the good morning post again?
Hello, I can hear you, hopefully.
Step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Welcome to it, you beauties. Thank you so much for choosing to start your day with us. We couldn't be more excited. We couldn't be more grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So good to see you through the TV. Good to see you,
yeah, good
guys.
to see you, dude. I haven't seen you in a while.
I've missed you.
I have missed your house, but let's be formal this morning.
We can do it.
Formal shake. They don't leave me hanging.
Welcome, sir, to a brand new day.
Yeah, man, it's going to be lovely, and it's always special for us to hang out in your company for a whole 3 hours. We've got a rather wholesome show for you this morning. We bring you the Expresso family from behind the scenes in front of the camera this morning in the Culinary hotline, and she goes by the name of Mama Joyce.
Yes.
And she will be sharing some of her culinary secrets when whipping up cabbage, bredie and pop. Mouth-watering stuff, all in celebration, of course, of Africa Month, because that's what it is. It's Africa Month.
It's a month to celebrate indeed. I'm getting excited, and I hope you have all the good stuff on your list to celebrate with moms. But if you don't worry, we've got you covered, because Mother's Day is around the corner. It's this Sunday, just as a reminder. But listen up. Chef Clem's coming through. He has the perfect list of last-minute Mother's Day gifting ideas for you, plus a delicious tripe and butter bean curry recipe that you can whip up for lunch while mom takes a break. Talk about perfection. We got you, Mzansi.
And I know a lot of people they're nervous to tackle tripe. Okay, so you need a steady hand and someone to guide you through the process, and we'll bring you that this morning. Then, of course, softening the blow and ensuring the wholesome element, as you had said this morning. We've got singer-songwriter Hannah Ray blessing us with her talents. It's going to be a beautiful, wonderful, and yes, we'll try as hard as we can to be wholesome this morning after the start to the week that we had yesterday, but we're going to have a whole lot of fun, so stick around. In fact, let's start the conversation right now and connect with you online and see what y'all can start chatting about on our social media platforms.
Yeah, the question is, are you the type who lied to the dentist about mouthwash and flossing, or are you super serious about your oral hygiene? It's time for you to be very honest with us, Mzansi. And maybe you want to enter these comments as anonymous too, just to make sure that you can be fully honest with us. But come through, let us know what you're doing, how you're working on your oral hygiene, and how you're getting that mouth full of magic in the morning, ready to serve the rest of the people throughout the day and not make them want to dodge you throughout the entire day. Let us know, Mzansi. I'm dying to see these comments, of course. And official duties must commence.
Yeah, man. We want to see the smiles as well, so send us pics. But we had a lot of anonymouses yesterday, and it's always quite dangerous, so we want a few more of those today. But we're going to have a whole lot of fun, and we're going to give you a few talking points right now with the news and sporting headlines. Then the fun can commence.
Thank you so much, gents. Let's start off by kicking off that national news headlines. It is 3 minutes past 6 o'clock. Frantic efforts are continuing to reach 47 workers still trapped in the rubble of an apartment building which collapsed at George yesterday afternoon. 22 have so far been rescued. There have been 6 fatalities. Western Cape Premier Alan Winde says an investigation into the cause of the disaster is underway. The investigation team includes an independent structural engineer, the Department of Labour and the police. The building was developed by a private company, the Neotrend Group. Plans were for a 4-storey apartment building with parking and a basement. And the Competition Commission's latest report on the monitoring of essential food prices shows that prices of various food products have started to fall. Now, this despite load-shedding challenges regarding rail transport and ports and disruptions to the delivery of goods worldwide due to the conflict in the Red Sea area. An economist who is a member of the Commission, Kagiso Zwane, says food inflation has reached its highest levels ever but dropped significantly to 5.1% in March. Zwane says the retail prices should also start to fall at some stage. Over to international news headlines this morning. Mozambique's governing Frelimo party has chosen a regional governor, Daniel Chapo, as its new leader, making him the clear frontrunner to take over from President Filipe Nyusi later this year. The selection of the former political science lecturer and radio presenter comes as a surprise, as he has never served in the cabinet before. The constitution prevents President Nyusi a third term when elections are held on 9 October. Frelimo has never lost an election since Mozambique gained independence from Portugal in 1975. And the Russian President Vladimir Putin has been inaugurated as president for the 5th time during a ceremony at the Kremlin. Putin paid tribute to Russian soldiers fighting in Ukraine and said his election for another 6-year term was proof that the country is united. Putin's inauguration was boycotted by America, Britain, Canada and several European countries. Meanwhile, the Ukrainian Security Service has foiled a Russian plot to assassinate President Volodymyr Zelensky. 2 Ukrainian government protection unit colonels have been arrested. They're part of a Russian state security network of agents. And we'll end off this news bulletin with this story at the 2024 Met Gala in New York, where fashion, of course, takes center stage. A-listers grace the red carpet, and South Africa's star singer Tyler made a striking debut in a Balmain dress. And I said, wait for it. It was made of sand, embodying the theme, the Garden of Time. Inspired by J.G. Ballard's eponymous short story, the dress symbolized the passage of time, and Tyler, typically expressing her desire for creativity and uniqueness, found the idea perfect when Balmain presented it to her. Now, however, the innovative concept limited her movement, though, significantly requiring that she be lifted up the stairs, amidst stars, of course, interpreting the theme with floral motifs and historical nods. Now, Tyler's sand dress stood out as a daring and imaginative statement at her memorable inaugural Met Gala. And we'll have more of that Met Gala fashion for you a little bit later on in the show, so stick around for that. Right now, though, let's wrap up that news headlines. Right now, it's time for the sports.
Thank you, Ewan. What a jumping off point. Let's start with football in a thrilling showdown at the Park de Begins. Borussia Dortmund secured their spot in the Champions League final with a 1-0 victory over Paris Saint-Germain. Mats Hummels, a key player in Dortmund's last final appearance, scoring that winning goal from a corner after a goalless first half. With a 2-0 aggregate win, Dortmund now await the outcome of the Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid clash. And that'll determine their opponent, obviously, in the highly anticipated final at Wembley on the 1st of June. Now let's turn to rugby, and a significant milestone that's going to be achieved when the Springboks face Portugal in a test match in Bloem in July. Holly Davison of Scotland will make history as the first female referee to officiate a test involving the Springboks. So this announcement made by World Rugby also revealed the match officials for all the June and July internationals. So Chris Busby from Ireland will referee the Springboks season opener up against Wales in Twickenham. That's in London on the 22nd of June, while Australia's Angus Gardner and Carl Dixon from England will officiate the Boks 2 tests up against Ireland in Pretoria and Durban, respectively. Now, staying with that beautiful game, in a closely contested match at the rain-soaked Sunshine Coast Stadium, the junior Springboks experienced a devastating 24-19 loss at the hands of Australia in their second Under-20 Rugby Championship match. So despite receiving a red card in the first half, the junior Boks displayed some remarkable resilience, a lot of heart. They fought until the very end, but unfortunately this defeat places them at the bottom of the table, having secured only a draw and now a loss, while New Zealand, they claim top spot with a win and that draw, obviously, against the Baby Boks. Now we turn to cricket, and Jake Fraser-McGurk showcased his exceptional batting skills once again as he played a crucial role in leading the Delhi Capitals to a 20-run victory over the Rajasthan Royals yesterday. Despite not being selected for the T20 World Cup, Fraser-McGurk certainly put his hand up in his another outstanding performance, including a blistering 19-ball 50, 19 deliveries. His contribution helped the Delhi Capitals set an imposing total of 221 for 8. Although the Royals captain Sanju Samson played a magnificent innings, knocking 86 of 46 balls, the team falling short, finishing 201 for 8. So the young batsman, I'm sure, definitely adding a few more dollars to his price tag for the next season. But that's where we leave our sport for now. Let's take a look at the weather.
Thank you so much, G-Man. Yes, let's dive into the world of weather right now. And I think Mzansi will be pleased to know that there are no weather warnings which have been issued by the SA Weather Service for today. Now, that's along with clear skies and warm temperatures anticipated nationwide. Now, SA's autumn has seen predominantly moderate to warm temperatures and minimal rainfall so far. Now, this as the Weather Service latest seasonal climate watch reports forecasts a warm and relatively dry winter for most areas in the country. Now, regions such as the Western Cape are expected to have below normal winter rainfall compared to typical patterns. Now, this is our opportunity to remind you, Mzansi, and anybody else out there in the rest of the world watching right now to share your sunrise views with us on the number 063-408-8863. In the next hour, we get to showcase that magic with the world. For now, though, it's time to dive into your temperatures and see what you can expect on your side of town.
As Uppington embraces the dead of winter at 31 degrees. That's the lowest Uppington's been this year, I think. It honestly is. So we're sorry, guys. Just brace yourselves for the cold spell in Uppington.
Again, apologies that Uppington is becoming a talking point every morning because, man, we are actually jealous of the beautiful hot temperatures that you're experiencing as it cools down for winter. But listen, we are going to take a quick break. The official duties are now done, and your Wednesday morning is now officially underway. It is Africa Month. That is it. And we are celebrating that in the kitchen with our culinary hotline. This morning, Chef Clem is standing by. And look
Mama
at that.
Joyce.
Mama Joyce is here, and she's going to be cooking up some delicious African-inspired dishes for us this morning.
And Piliwe knows. She knows. And, of course, we've got Hannah Ray stepping into our beautiful musical space this morning to perform just for you. There's a lot of sass in those eyes. I have a feeling she's going to bring that energy to your Feel Good studio right now. So stick around. We're going to have a whole lot of fun. As Ewan said, the fun can officially begin now. We got you for 3 hours. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome to it. This is your culinary hotline bling. Ting, ting, ting! Yes, it is Africa Month, and we are celebrating through the joy of food. So get ready to be inspired this morning by the flavors, the ingredients, and the stories behind some of Africa's most iconic recipes. And today, we keep it simple with a traditional cabbage bredie, and then we have a very special guest joining us in the kitchen. Yep, she's a member of the Expresso family. It is Peliwe Zentane. Mama Joy, she is here. Give her a round of applause as well, because she's absolutely amazing. And of course, we just got to tell you, if you have any culinary questions, culinary conundrums, you can join us in the discussion. You can send us your voice notes or your questions via our WhatsApp line 0634088863. And Chef Clemmy is also here. How's it, Clem?
So I was distracted playing around with the stove.
Absolutely.
I'm so excited. It's Africa Month.
Yes.
Yes, and we asked on social media, what are some of their favorite African-inspired dishes? And I love the fact there was a lot of South African favorites.
Yeah.
And you know, the thing is, South Africa as a whole, we're such a tight-knit little community. We're all about ourselves. Ask the whole of the world, they'll tell you. But what's amazing is if you break down all the different provinces, food changes so much. And I'm Cape Town born and bred, but I love anytime I step across that border, and it's just a whole new food world. Mama Joyce is from the Eastern Cape, our neighbor, but it's amazing just how food philosophies and just like food approach is so different. So Mama Joyce is here today to teach me
Ooh, well,
how to make
us,
pap.
I suppose. Yeah.
How to make pap. So if you want to see that, and then you're going to give me a score out of 10. Okay, and I'm predicting a 10 already. So we're going to do that. So Mama Joyce is going to teach me.
He's full of confidence, this man, eh?
Yes.
You know,
We'll see, eh?
if anything, have confidence.
Yeah, look, the thing is, what's kind of the basis that you're building on with regards to your culinary skill, can you make pap?
Can you make
And
pap?
if you can make a good pap, then you know, because pap is not just making pap, Mama Joyce. No, you see what I'm saying?
You see.
I grew up on maize meal and mealie meal and all different kinds of pap. My dad had a recipe for every single day of the week. Was puttu pap, then slap pap, then kribbel pap, then all of these other paps in between. And then Friday we had eggs.
So Friday we had eggs.
Friday we had eggs.
So
Mama Joyce, yeah.
First recipe we're going to do is we're going to do quilkos, cabbage food, cabbage bredie, which is so amazing and so delicious. And for me, I like that we've got this amount of meat. Because I don't know how, but my gran used to make like this amount of meat with cabbage food, feed like 12 people.
Yeah.
And I think that's the miracle of this dish. I'm gonna swap over quickly. Mama Joyce, I'm gonna ask you if you can please start cooking some of the onions for me.
Okay.
And then you got your spatula. I'm gonna start chopping the cabbage.
Okay.
All right.
You do cabbage. You do cabbage. I'm
You
gonna
know
season some meat.
my wife loves cabbage.
She does?
And
Oh, wait, she does. Yes,
especially for Christmas, she makes me cut the cabbage, but it has to be like very finely cut, and because she makes this cabbage dish, and it always takes forever. So how do I do this? What do you
I'm
want
gonna
from
tell
this
you.
cabbage?
I'm gonna honestly tell you. You don't have to chop it all fine. You don't have to
Okay.
be precious about it. So what
Okay, but babe, I love doing your cabbage.
There we
I'm
go. Just today. So what I find with the cabbage is you can
I
slice
just don't know.
away.
What am I
You know
doing
what?
exactly?
There's no wrong way. I'm just gonna say it. There's no wrong way. The thing about this is you're gonna cook the cabbage so long with the meat afterwards that it's all gonna cook down. So if you actually keep a few pieces nice and big and chunky, it adds texture. But now, Mama Joyce, my question to you is, would you have cabbage food like this with the meat braised with pap as well?
No. No, I never tried
See,
it before.
and here's the thing. Guys, we're not even cooking today. I've got questions. Here's the thing. What do you serve? Okay, first of all, what goes into your pap? What does not go into your pap? We're going to talk about that when we do make it. But there's certain things you just don't serve with pap. So why wouldn't you serve cabbage bredie?
No, I usually make cabbage separate.
Separate.
Yes.
And the meat
and then
separate,
meat
and then the pap
And the
separate.
pap
Okay.
separate.
And then you combine it.
Yes.
Afterwards.
And then it all comes together. So I think it's quite amazing how the different food cultures, it's a thing, right?
It's a
Also,
thing.
Pap is a big thing. There's certain things you just don't add to pap at all. So on social
Like
media,
what?
someone added a little knob of butter to their pap, and then social media went crazy.
What?
Because like you don't add butter to your pap. But then I find out some other parts of Africa, they do, and you can. And some add salt, some don't add salt. But we're all very precious about like our culture and how we protecting our way of serving dishes. But it's so different throughout the country. And that's what we're
But that's
exploring
the
today.
beauty of it, isn't it?
It is. It's the beauty of it. So Mama Joyce has got our onions going.
Yes.
And then I got bay leaves and allspice berries.
Can I just
Allspice.
say, like, is this pretty much what you had in mind?
You know what? Yes. It is. It is. There we go. Allspice goes in and bay leaves go in. This is an allspice berry. I don't know who's got the camera that can see what's happening. Allspice, it's not a collection of different spices that then become all. It's one berry.
Okay, that contains all of them.
You know what? I'm going to find the guy that called it allspice. But anyway, I've
Because
also heard it being called Old Spice.
No, that's
So if you're walking through the aisles of Woolworths and you're asking the person, I'm looking for Old Spice, please believe you're not going to be getting these berries. It's allspice. Okay, so allspice goes in there, and that's essential with cabbage breeding.
Right.
Then, I don't want to brown the meat too much.
Okay.
It's okay, you know, we normally are taught to brown the meat.
Especially when you make like a potjie or something.
Yeah.
You know.
The flavor's going to come out because I'm serving meat on the bone, right?
Right.
The flavor's going to definitely come out. And I want the meat to kind of just be soft and fall off the bone. So another trick that my gran used to do is get the meaty bones from the butcher. Hey, put that in this dish. And then, I mean, we're kids, so we get a marrow bone with a little bit of meat on it and all this cabbage, but we're happy. Because it's that bone to gnaw on. So the trick for me is get your meat on the bone 100%. And I actually like doing lamb. Or mutton. I've got a thing about mutton. I love mutton.
And the key to get the meat falling off the bone is to really not rush it.
No.
Right?
No. And
Slow process.
two reasons for that. So the first thing is you want to, like you said, a low heat, help the meat relax off the bone. Okay, that's the one thing. The second thing is you want your neighbors to know that you're cooking and you want your home to kind of like absorb the smells of everything that's happening. Low and slow, let the flavor slowly permeate out of the pot. But yes, low and slow is a trick. About 3 hours. Okay. To be honest with you, you're not going to wake up at like 5 o'clock and go, hey guys, guess we're having for dinner tonight. Cabbage bredie, you know, you planned for this.
No, this is something you planned for. This is not a quick thing you throw together.
No.
Okay.
So Mama Joyce, what we got now is we got our meat going. I'm going to add cabbage to it. We got a pot that is done already. But I don't want to do the reveal yet.
Right.
I want to do the reveal when we've got the pup that's done.
Okay. Okay.
And we're going to do the proper tasting all together.
Okay.
So basically, very simple. Worcester sauce goes in. Okay.
Ooh, that's going to add a nice little flavor profile to it as well.
And then, look, that's it. Salt and pepper's in there already.
Yeah.
I'm going to put the lid on, add a little bit of water. Once the meat starts to separate from the bone, that's when the cabbage goes in.
Because obviously you don't want to cook it too long, the cabbage, right?
Some people do cook it until it's like, oh my goodness, where's the cabbage? And that's fine, that's totally okay. So, but you do want to cook it for me when it's completely translucent and softened.
Yes.
Okay? It shouldn't be, there should be no resistance. That's the thing. So the one thing I'm going to say is the reason we're using this pot today is just so the cameras can actually see what's happening.
Okay, I
We'd use
understand.
the
So
bigger
normally
pot.
would be a bigger pot, yeah.
And you load that pot full of cabbage. What's going to look like a lot. It might even stand above the pot.
Yeah,
But
because it cooks down.
Everything cooks down. So Mama Joyce, so far, this dish, approved, right, with the cabbage, that's a good. We know it doesn't normally get served with pap. We can serve it with some yellow rice. But when we do come back later, I'm going to school. Okay. I'm going to school with Professor Mama Joyce teaching me.
I cannot wait.
I can't wait. I'm not nervous.
Because listen, I love a dollop of butter in my pup, especially when you make it, because this weekend I had lovely pup at my parents' house and my mom was like, how do you get it like this? She's like, secret. With the water, before I put the maize meal in, a dollop of butter in the water. You see?
There we go. Okay, so we're all coming back for this. We're all coming back for this. South Africa, if you want to know what happens, please stay tuned to the Culinary Hotline. Bling!
Ting, ting, ting!
Well, feeling like we are winning the lotto already this morning.
Yeah.
It looks and smells absolutely phenomenal. So stick around for more from the Culinary Hotline. But right now, we want you to look forward to playing Lotto, Lotto plus 1 and Lotto plus 2. Why? Because there is an estimated 31 million bucks. 31 million, yo! Ready for you. Well, hopefully this Wednesday.
31 million.
Come on.
Rand. Come on. All right, so listen up. Play Lotto, and you can get an estimated 3 million rand. Nice. Lotto plus 1 for an estimated 12 million rand. And then Lotto plus 2 for an estimated 16 million rand. Whoa, this is big-time money, bro.
Do them all. Do them all and do them now. So don't delay. You can go and get your tickets in-store today. You can go online, nationallottery.co.za. You can use your mobile app on your phone. You can use your cell phone banking app really simply, or you can just dial *120 *7529# for the USSD.
You definitely want to get involved in this one. Now, listen up. All these details are on our Expresso social media pages, so you can go check them out right now and make sure to get yourself in the running to win your share of 31 million rand.
Come on.
And that's in total estimated Lotto, Lotto plus 1 and Lotto plus 2 jackpots today. So play right now. Get involved in this one. It's huge.
Thank you very much, gents. We're going to take a very quick break, and when we come back, we're going to introduce you to our star performer of the morning. Her name is Hannah Ray, and here she is. Say hi, Hannah, and she's got a brand new single as well called Mama, which we are excited to hear about, so stick around for that. She'll also perform that for us, and then, of course, play a game with us this morning. Why don't you sit back, relax, make yourself a cup of coffee, and guess the meal. It's going to be quite interesting. We'll see how myself and Ryle fares in this little game of ours. Fun and games on your Feel Good Breakfast show this morning. We'll see you after these.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back, you beauties. You tune into your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on S3 on this wonderful Wednesday. And joining us right now, the incredible Hannah Rout, better known as her stage name, Hannah Ray. Now, she is an amazing singer-songwriter. And before we get to chat to her and get to know a little bit more about her, let's take a quick sneak peek of her talents.
I taste the whiskey inside your soul. I'm chasing silver and you're chasing gold. I taste the marble, you taste it too on your tongue. I sit by the river, I watch you swim.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hannah Ray.
Yeah. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
How you
Thank you
doing?
for having me.
Yeah.
Doing good so far. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But
Listen, I can't help but dive in towards the future before our guests come through, and I got to see what you're about. Your vocals, it's orchestrally perfect. You perform with such a confidence. You have this grounding about you. You make it look easy, and often that's when I believe a lot of hard work has gone into it.
Yeah.
Talk to me about how you've perfected your craft over the years. What inspired this talent to come out and be able to share it with the rest of us?
so, I mean, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah,
I think you don't
thought so.
just come out and be where I am. So, I mean, I didn't originally plan on doing music and making something of it. So I went to university for a year. I travelled for a year. Was in an office for 2 years. But,
What?
but all of my spare time was music, writing songs. And that was mainly it, was just writing songs, playing with my guitar, not really going out much because that's all I wanted to do. So I think that's really what has helped me. And then I quit my job, not the December just gone, but the one before, so that I could actually pursue the music. My parents have been great. They've looked after me and said that, cool, we believe in you, we've got you. And yeah, and then I just learned how to produce, play a bit better.
Yeah.
That's where...
But I mean, it's your
I'm at,
passion. I mean, you could see that. I mean, if you have this burning passion within you, I mean, you might as well, you go study, and you said you had an office job, but that passion always, it's underlying, it's bubbling,
Yeah.
right? And you got to kind of listen to that. And I'm glad you did, because now you're here.
Me too.
And you sound amazing, but I want to chat about your sound because it's quite unique. How do you develop a sound? Or, is this just your makeup? Is it who you are? How do you get from this to that sound that we just heard?
So it's funny because you'll listen to videos when I was younger, and I don't sound the same, that's for sure. But I think I've never had one specific artist which I've drawn from, which I think has definitely had an influence. So I was surrounded by lots of different genres and generations of music growing up. So I think that's been my main influence, is that there's never been one genre or person that I've been like, okay, that's who I want to be like. So instead, I think I've absorbed them all, and that's how...
And just found your special place.
Yeah. Which I don't even know what you would call it, but yeah, that's me.
Now, this is a crazy year. I think the last few months have been insane. You've been trying to, I think, stay low, but you can't deny that. And the fun year, because Stay Low was obviously an incredible trailblazing record label that you got to sign. You got new music coming through as well. Is this like this new rush of energy, or has it just always been standing by, waiting for this moment to come through?
I mean, so it all came quite suddenly for me. So I was actually at a space in my life where I'd been to like 5 different producers, and you pay them 50% up front and 50% when you're happy, but I was never happy. And it's not because of them, but I think that's because I had my sound that, you know, there wasn't an understanding. So then I learned how to produce myself, and then I was putting together a playlist at the time of about 15 of my songs, and my mum, actually, she's my biggest promoter. So, like, obviously, I didn't have any songs out, but she plays them to everyone. So she was having a coffee with a work colleague, and she's like, my son owns a record label. Can I please send this to him? And then he obviously heard it, contacted me, said he wanted to hear more. But I was already in the process of putting the songs together, so I just sent him all of those, and then, yeah.
That's amazing. I love
Shout
how
out to
one
Bobs
thing
as well.
leads to
Right?
another.
Yeah, Mumsy.
Just very quickly, you've got a brand new single that you're going to be performing for us this morning as well, called Mama.
Yes.
M-U-M-M-A.
Yes.
What's behind it?
That's what I call her, Mama. Mumsy.
Okay.
But yeah, so that was actually a Christmas gift I wrote for her last Christmas. So she's very happy it's finally coming out. And yeah, she's just always been in my corner, like through everything. Not even just music, but always she's a shoulder to cry on, someone to lean on. And I think this song is for all of the people who feel that way about their mums. So.
Oh, that's special.
Yeah. And obviously that's why it's coming out on Friday, before Mother's Day.
Absolute perfect timing. And I think the timing couldn't be better for you to come through right now on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And I know it doesn't stop here, so I want to say thank you firstly for opening yourself up to us, to let us have an opportunity to find out more about you. But I think the real magic is yet to come. So Mzansi, we are getting excited because Hannah Ray is going to be performing in just a bit. So get yourselves prepared, get yourselves ready. It's going to be an occasion that you will never, never forget. It's going to be good.
Cool.
Oh, as beautiful as that conversation was, there is nothing that we can say that is going to properly sell this young lady's voice. You are in for something majestic, magical this morning. Cannot wait for that. But right now, before we get too much credibility, let's play a silly game and have a little bit of fun. Now, if you're hungry for some fun right now, why don't you play along? Because it's time for another round of Guess the Meal. Dun, dun, dun. And today, the theme is midweek dinner meals, which is pretty wide open. I'm going to show my 2 contenders here a series of blurred out pics, very blurred out pictures, in fact, of those mystery meals that one would typically cook and eat as a midweek dinner using our Clover Olive Pride blend of extra virgin olive oil. And they need to tell me, obviously, what they think it is.
This is going to be so easy for me because he just eats chicken and broccoli because he's so shredded.
Whatever.
You're just looking for that green and white meat profile. Okay,
Here's the bolognese I had last night.
I'd knock you, okay? All right. Well, funny enough, this kind of speaks to the first clue that you're going to get. So maybe we can have a look on both screens. We'll get it put up on this screen as well, where it's almost impossible to see. It's one of those Italian meals. You would first learn how to cook it. Okay. It's one of the first...
Did I just give you the answer right now?
I have a feeling you might have.
I think I literally had bolognese last night. It was amazing. Thanks, babe.
It does look like it, but like just for the sake of competition, I'm not going to go with the same answer. And I'm going to go with like... Because on the left, it could be like a mash or a sheet. So what's the other one with your
It could also be pasta.
Like lasagna.
Stop
I don't want to
my head now, bro.
It could be pap and bredie. No, but that's not very Italian, eh?
No, it's lasagna. Lasagna.
It's lasagna, man. I can't even go with anything else. I'm going to go with that.
Let's see if it is bolognese. It is spaghetti
Spag
bolognese.
Bolognese.
Spag bol in the house.
Oh, you're in sync here, hey?
Beautifully presented spaghetti bolognese as well, with the little rolled up things. Absolutely lovely.
What did you have the day before?
Let's see if we can figure this out. So let's bring up our second picture here. Maybe this was, or maybe Ewan's dinner tonight. Okay, let me give you a clue here. It's a tasty way to enjoy vegetables, and often with noodles.
Like a stir fry, maybe?
That's a
With
chopstick.
with confidence, Raul, with confidence. Stir fry.
I'm going to go with stir fry
yeah.
as well. I'm going to go with stir fry.
Yeah.
Serious about these things, man.
I can't help it.
Let's have a look. Da, da, da. It is a stir fry.
You know what? I'm going to give it to you, though.
Why? Oh,
Because you
you've
said
done
it
a little bit
first,
closer,
yeah.
quicker.
What do you mean, like give him the stir fry that you were going to have for
me
dinner
your
tonight?
side.
Or
And that's got like cashew nuts in it. That's
looks proper.
lovely.
Are you
That's
still wanting to
really
give it to
nice.
him, or do you want to keep
giving
the
me the
stir
whole
fry?
thing. He's got
Keep
his
the
spag
stir
bowl.
fry.
I'll give you the answer. I'll take the dish. All right.
All right. Ooh, this one I think is going to land on the nose. I come in different flavors with a bit of spice.
Yeah.
Curry.
Curry as well.
Must be.
Young Lush made a nice red one apparently last night, I believe.
You see, people be living large in the midweek, eh? Yeah, I have a feeling you're on the money. Brum, dum, dum. It is...
Curry.
Curry.
It's the color that gives it away, though. I mean,
Yeah,
come
for
on.
sure.
How many things are that, like, sort of orangey yellow?
Oh, that looks good.
It does, eh?
Does look
Hey,
like
look
that.
at the oil on top there, carrying all that flavor. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's move on to our next picture. Da-da-da. And this one, the clue is supposedly most kids, or every kid except mine, absolutely love this. A lot of kids
Is
do.
this a meal or like a
It's a
dessert?
meal. It's a meal, buddy.
Is it a
Kids
meal?
Ooh. What?
I've got a song for it. I've got a song for it that I used to sing when
can
my kids
I-
were compliant with what I gave them to eat.
Mac and cheese?
Oh, it's wow. Good
Really?
guess, bro. I don't know. It probably is that because I can't think of anything else right now apart from like.
Garlic snails.
Ruti. It's like a ruti or something, maybe with like sauce and stuff on top. Bro, I think you got this one.
That's end of the month. Sorry, cracks right there. All right, let's have a look. Easy peasy.
Oh, well
mac
played,
and cheese.
bro. Well
Easy
played.
peasy. Mac and cheese.
Is that the song?
Yeah, it's the song, man. I don't get to sing it anymore because my kids just don't eat
Really?
it.
They don't chow?
It kills me,
I thought
man.
they banned you from singing the song.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe that was the reason. It's better than the egg song. All right, this one. Homemade is, it is always better, especially when it's raining.
This has to be soup.
Maybe like butternut soup specifically.
Yeah, that's...
but definitely a soup.
I think butternut is perfect, but it will be a soup. That does look like butternut. Ooh, with the little cheese on the little crusty bits of
How come
toast
every
brioche.
version of what we've seen here is just like immaculate, man?
That's
wow.
our kitchen, man. That's the only way our kitchen
Mama
rolls.
Joyce
man.
probably had hands in those.
Yeah, she must have. But how good is a butternut soup like that with a fresh, hot Portuguese roll smeared with butter?
Stop it, I
Shut
like it.
up, man.
Stop it.
What's wrong with you guys? Wow. Okay, we're going to need the culinary hotline this morning. We need you to deliver the food. We absolutely love this game because it gets us inspired and it makes us hungry. And we love to hear from you. What is your absolute favorite midweek dinner meal to cook? What is your go-to? We'd love to see pictures as well. Pictures as beautiful as that. You can connect with us online right now and let us know. Experience the new face of Clover Olive Pride Oils. Your same trusted choice for premium olive oil. Same great formulation, fresh new look. Okay, so now that the stomach juices are pumping this morning, fast or not fasting, I don't care.
Out of all of those, which one did you choose this morning to have for breakfast?
Yo, that curry was looking good, eh?
Hey, curry for breakfast.
Oh, I think I could do
Yeah?
that.
I'll jam that soup actually, bro. Just like a shake.
Do you know what it is? It's that the little toasty bits of bruschetta with the cheese on top, dipping that into. Oh man. Okay, well, luckily we do have the culinary hotline here for you, and Mama Joyce, who is here for us every single day on this beautiful show. She keeps the kitchen running, yo. She is here to open a window into some of our favorite African dishes this morning, and we are here for that.
Jeez, I love it when you go gangster like that. Oh, it's like, hey, keeps it
Dombolo.
running, yo. And of course, Hannah Ray is here. We're going to get a lovely performance for her. And of course, we are looking at oral health. Yes, yeah, how to
Might
get
be
to...
important.
What is that big word that we always use? Halitosis.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hopefully not too often.
Stinky breath through.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh yes, Mzansi, welcome back. This is a Feel Good Breakfast Show, and I'm going to welcome you back officially to the Culinary Hotline. Bling! Ting, ting, ting! Yes, please, this is Africa Month, and we are celebrating through the joy of food. So get ready to be inspired by the flavors, ingredients, and stories behind some of Africa's most iconic recipes. So we're going to be welcoming back to the kitchen Mama Joyce, who will be showing us how to make traditional pap in 2 ways. And we got you sorted, Mzansi. Don't forget, you can come through if you've got any questions, you want to be inspired, or you want some tips from the beautiful Mama Joyce, because, oh, she has authenticity ticked like you cannot believe. Thank you so much also for making one of my favorites earlier, the cabbage bredie / stew. It is something I die for. It's my kryptonite. So you definitely found your way to my heart, Edie. Well played. What are we doing next? You've got pap on the list, right?
Yes.
How are we doing this? Because I know you are a specialista when it comes to pap.
We're going to make a stiff pap now.
A stiff
Stiff
pap?
pap?
Yes.
Okay.
And then crumble pap.
Crumble pap. So we're doing
Yes.
2 right now. Okay, so I've seen people make pap, and that's how I've learned how to make it. And I've made it a few times, but I've never had a proper lesson. Today's my proper lesson. Thank you, Mama Joyce.
Sure.
So,
Okay.
Aren't we
Let's
lucky?
Let's watch you make the stiff pap first.
Okay.
And then you can give me the tips, and I'll make the crumble pap. Or should we do it the other way around? No.
Can I be naive and just ask, what is the difference before we even get there? Is there a difference? Is there a difference in the taste
Yes.
or the feeling?
Yes,
or
it's different. Because the stiff pap is soft.
Okay.
Now, the crumble pap, you know, it's like a couscous.
Like fluffier.
Wow, that's
It's like a
actually a
couscous.
very good way. It's very loose, very...
Yes.
So I just had a plan, Mama Joyce. So what if Raul does the stiff pap, and you tell him how to make it, and then I'll do the crumble, you tell me how to make it?
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
trust
Are you
us?
sure?
Yes.
You trust us?
Yes, I can trust you guys.
Okay, put us to work. Let's go.
Okay,
So I'm on this
Here
side
we go.
here.
So Mama
Okay.
Joyce, you're in the middle. You're in the
Okay.
middle.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Okay, Ryan,
Yes.
when you make a stiff pap, you need to have 4 cups of cold water, and it must be boiled.
Okay, so we've got 4 cups of boiling water in
Yes, boiling
here.
water.
All right.
And then add a spoon of salt.
Okay, spoon of salt goes in.
Yes. And 2 small blocks of butter.
Butter goes in there. Whoop, whoop.
Yes, yes.
All right.
Careful.
And that's going to add richness
And then-
to the pap. It's going to make it a little richer, and we
Yes,
love that,
and
especially for
that's
winter.
soft.
Oh, it actually
That's
makes it
soft,
softer.
Yes.
I didn't know that. Okay, we're learning. Look at
Yes.
Raul. Raul's so serious. The
I've
proud.
got a question. You know what an honor it is to learn how to make pap from the queen like this?
I
man?
know.
You want to get it perfect. I'm paying attention.
So I prefer to use a whisk
Okay.
when I'm making a stiff pap to avoid lumps. You know, the lumps,
okay,
yes,
smart.
to avoid lumps.
Okay.
So I like to use a whisk.
Whisk, okay.
Yes.
Got you. So we're using the whisk for this one?
I'll stir, then must pour a...
Slowly pour that in.
Yes, it's 1.5 cup of milk.
The silence and the concentration, because this is serious business, people.
You're
This
making
is
magic
serious.
right now. Woo. All right, okay. So consistency on this, you want to keep working it, right? Is that
Yes.
the goal here?
And what's your temperature on, Mama Joyce?
Must lower your
Low.
temperature, yes, it must be low.
So we bring it to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, we turn the temperature down a little bit.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
got you.
You got it.
All right.
Oh, I love this.
They do not call you chef for nothing.
You know.
everything.
So what I do want to ask is, when it gets to this point, it looks like it's done, but it's not.
Yes.
So how much longer from this point do we start cooking it? How do we know when it is done?
So you know now, we're going to cover our pap with the lid after 3 minutes.
Okay.
We're going to stir again after 3 minutes.
So let's do that. Let's put and the heat. Do we leave the heat on, or do we turn the heat off?
No, must be lower.
Lower. So okay.
Yes,
Oh, you got your
yes.
lid.
Yeah,
Okay,
I got my
Let me
lid.
turn the heat down. So then that means. There we go, nice and
Yeah.
low. That means we got time to work
3
on our
minutes
crumble
after
pap.
minutes,
Nice.
then you stir again. Yes.
Okay, so Chef Clem, I've just made possibly the greatest stuff pap ever.
We're saying so because it's true.
Challenge on the
Yeah.
line now. Can you compete
Can we
with
compete
this,
with the
bro?
crumble pap? Okay, so I've got a lot less water. I'm trying to see if you can actually see how much water I've got in here.
It's 1 cup.
1 cup of water, and same vibe. We're gonna high heat, bring it to a boil,
Yes.
and now do we turn it down?
If it's boiled, we can turn it down.
I turned it down earlier when it started boiling. I was getting nervous.
okay.
Okay, so
It's also 1 teaspoon of salt.
salt goes in.
Yes. Now we're going to use a cooking oil.
Okay, why?
Yes.
Instead of butter.
No, the butter for the stiff pap.
Okay.
That
I
flavor.
am learning. Okay, so
So the oil is going to make it that fluffy.
And kind of keep them slightly separated so it doesn't become one big...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So all of it?
Yes, all of it.
All of those in?
The oil also stops like the clumpiness then, I would imagine, as well, right? Is that the goal here? To not get it too clumped together?
Well, don't set me up and then I come up with one clump and then I'm like... But you did put the oil... Okay, so for krummelpap, we're not using a whisk.
No.
Okay, what are we using for krummelpap? Oh, okay. Okay, so I've got a question. When does the spoon come in? Is it only for discipline?
No. For the second time.
I thought you said for the second child. Okay, so for the second time. So when we come back to this later, that's when the spoon comes in.
Yes.
Okay, so Raul, I'm going to hand you. Oh, I'm going to...
I've got one here, don't worry, bro. I've got one.
Okay, so
yeah, Mama Joyce is sorted.
We're boiling?
Yes.
Okay, and we're going with a fork?
Yes.
Not stirring, we're just gooing.
Gooi.
Okay.
I gotta just say, I love seeing Clem so nervous in the kitchen. I've never seen you like this before, man.
You know what?
This is an honor.
I feel like there's certain dishes that are so like... You have to be careful when you make it. One of them is the Gatsby. We know this.
Yes.
Other one is pap. And there's certain, like, especially we're doing tripe a little later. And I found out that people are so passionate about the dishes that they grew up on, and they have the sense of possession. So you want to do it justice, especially pap. Oh,
you're talking
because that's all of Africa.
Yeah, you're talking about what I call cultural prestige.
Yeah.
You never want to disrespect it by deviating any far away from the menu than the original recipe, and that's what I think you're doing right now, is being true to the honourable way of making pap, and that's happening right now.
Absolutely.
Listen, we've got so much to still get through right now, Mzansi. We're going to be diving into the 2 ways to make pap right now. We have already finished the first version. We've got so many comments to go through as well, but come through with more. We've got all the tips that you need. This is the Culinary Hotline, and Mama Joyce is here to give us the perfection of the cultural meals that we have come to love so much in South Africa, and it is looking absolutely good. So stick around in just a bit. We'll be tucking into this dish and carrying on with the culinary conundrums. Oh, but it's smelling good.
Yep, we'll be back in the kitchen in just a moment. But right now, let's see if you've got game this morning. Usually when it's your birthday, you are the one who receives a gift. But for Game Store's 54th, that's incredible, half a century plus, for their 54th birthday, they are gifting you guys the chance to win some incredible instant and weekly grand prizes worth 1 million rand. Incredible. From store vouchers, online coupons, to Paul's single scoop ice cream, which is amazing. They've got some vouchers. They've got a little bit of something for everybody and some majorly big things for a few people.
Dude, if you had the chance to win anything from Game, what would it be?
I'm lusting after a certain new gaming console. I think would be a big thing because my son and I, that's kind of a big focus for us. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just put it out there if I could win anything. But what I love, every time we go into a game to shoot or to kind of look at new deals or whatever, you end up walking out with so much more because they have every area of life covered. I'd be happy with like a month's supply of toilet paper. Even that I would take.
Just stuff like that. But I mean, I love a good game, man. It's almost like a hardware store for me as well. You guys like it's a hardware store for your home.
And some
and there's lots of stuff.
Well.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you want to win, all you have to do is to shop, scan, and scratch to play. It's very easy. Here's how. So to enter, simply purchase any product from Game Store in-store and scan the QR code on your toll slip. And then what you do is you follow the prompts to enter for a chance to win some of those really exciting prizes. And you can also enter by purchasing any Game Store product online and using the link provided in your order confirmation email. So they really do make it easy for you to walk away with something special.
And super easy. And remember, 1 million rands worth of prizes to go. So you can win instant vouchers, as I said, ranging from 50 rand to 1,000 rand, plus over 1,000 online coupons valued at 250 rand each. And then don't miss out on the chance to score big with weekly grand prizes, and that's where the fun really kicks in. We're talking laptops, TVs, printers, and cell phones.
So much.
Come on.
So remember, you can also win Paul's single scoop ice cream vouchers. They are phenomenally delicious, and try the special pink birthday flavor in celebration of games, like Graham said, over half a century, 54th birthday anniversary.
So get entering now to stand a chance to win your share, and that competition will close on the 31st of May. That's a Friday, and it's this month, so you don't have a huge amount of time. So get on it. Head over to expressoshow.com to get the full terms and conditions. We'll see you after the break.
There are stories of dreamers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back. It's your feel-good breakfast show, and this is a show that's going to remind you to open up your mouth and smile and give you a way to do that with confidence. Because when it comes to our mouth, it's not just about fresh breath. It's also about protecting our teeth and gums for a lifetime. Now, today we're going to break down how important it is to completely clean with a 3-step routine. And here to lend their expert advice is practicing oral hygienist and president-elect of the Oral Hygienist Association of South Africa, the one and only Cole Gilbert in the building.
He steps into the ring.
The honor, man.
Thanks so much.
How's it,
Thanks,
Dr. Cole? Lovely to have you on the
good.
show this morning. I'm glad we're talking about this because I do feel that when it comes to our mouth hygiene, we do need constant reminders because it's a habit that we need to form. But we are here to talk about a 3-step routine, right? So unpack it for us. What is this very important 3-step routine, and does it differ if we take a look at your morning and your evening routines before bed?
So this 3-step routine, put simply, just involves brushing, flossing, and making use of a mouth rinse.
Okay.
So that's almost completing that cycle of our oral hygiene regime. Is there a difference between morning and evening? I generally tell my patients, try and pay more attention to your evening regime because we've got more time on our hands in the evening.
Okay.
Mornings are generally more rushed. Also, why we want to brush in the morning is because during the night when we sleep, we've got a decrease in our salivary flow. And with that decrease in salivary flow comes an increase in plaque accumulation. So you almost want to get rid of the plaque that's built up during the night, as well as that bacterial load that has built up. And in the evening brushing, you want to get rid of everything that's built up during the day.
All right.
I want to chat about flossing very quickly because this is something that I think a lot of people lie to their dentists about.
Definitely.
And I'm guilty of that. It's like when I go to the dentist, like, are you flossing? It's like, yeah, I do. But I mean, obviously you guys can tell, right?
We can. We do.
Yeah, so there's telltale signs.
Yeah.
Is it a case of once a day or once a week, or what is your recommendation?
So it does form part of that twice a day thing. So to complete that 3-step routine, I would rather have someone do it once a day than not,
at all. Okay.
So do what's manageable.
Right.
I love this 3-step routine. I think it really simplifies things, and I think for even youngsters, you can get a song going, or you can kind of like really get this to be a family occasion. But maybe let's highlight the benefits. I know you briefly touched on each sort of step and what it's doing, but talk to me about how it really is preventing all the bad stuff and promoting good oral hygiene with each step specifically.
Yeah. So if we look at brushing, we know that, or we first actually have to look at how plaque forms and why we want to get rid of it. So on our teeth, surprisingly, soon after we brush, we have what we call a pellicle layer that forms on our tooth structure.
A pellicle
layer.
Pellicle layer.
And this layer is both protective in nature because it protects our teeth from any acid attack, but it's also the initial building block of plaque. Okay. And this plaque can become more dangerous or bring in some more bad bacteria if it's not removed. And that's what we call calculus, right? So some people might have felt it behind their lower front teeth. It's this hard stone-like substance that sits behind your tooth, and it's basically plaque that hasn't been removed for X amount of days. And research tells us that this can happen anything from 6 days to 14 days, with bulk of that calcification happening at around day 12. And that's why it's so important to be brushing and flossing consistently as well. And you might say, but Cole, no one's really not going to brush their teeth for 12 days, and we surely hope so. But let's say you didn't floss for 2 weeks. There are areas in your mouth that plaque has not been disturbed, and that can then calcify into calculus and bring in more harmful forms of bacteria into the oral cavity as well.
Yeah, you see, it just becomes apparent now why the 3-step process is so important on daily.
On daily, yeah. Consistency is key.
I have a retainer at the back of my lower teeth over here, bro. I have to work that thing constantly because this is exactly what occurs if I don't. And it's crazy how quick it actually happens without you thinking, especially those tough to get and hard to reach areas. So I'm really seeing the importance in this, man. This is something that really does make sense, actually.
Yeah, and it's like consistency is key. We know with our bodies and with our diets and exercise, the same goes for our teeth. And the 3-step program, I can almost call it, that you need to follow morning and at night if you have the time. And I think we need to invest a little bit more time in our mouths. It's very important. But what about things like, you know, people in general, the 3-step program is great, but then there might be people that really suffers from halitosis or infected gums or whatever. How do they tailor this 3-step program differently, or is it the same thing in general up until you get to a healthy point?
So we always say a 3-step routine is routine for people that want to maintain oral health. But if you're already at a disease state, then we need some professional intervention. So let's say you've already reached a point where there is calculus buildup on their teeth or under the gums, then unfortunately we need that hard reset, and you need to visit the oral health professional and get a proper cleaning done by your hygienist. And then we can put you on or back onto a normal 3-step routine.
All right. Now, we've spoken about, obviously, the things we don't want to build up. We haven't even gotten to the point of mouthwash yet, because I want us to discuss that. Where does this lie in terms of its importance in this process? I mean, obviously, brushing and stuff makes sense because we're getting rid of a lot of that, but then isn't the job pretty much done?
So when we look at the numbers, it gets quite scary. We know that brushing alone removes only about 53% of plaque on our teeth.
Oh, my word.
And that's where we need some floss. So now we've introduced floss, but we know that the compliance with flossing isn't great. So research tells us that 10 to 30% of people floss their teeth, which means almost 2 of us are not flossing, and I'm not going to make eye contact. So it then calls for an adjunct like a mouth rinse. And that's where the mouth rinse comes in, because the magic of mouth rinse is that it breaks down the cell wall of the bacteria, and it slows down the progression of plaque almost. And that just almost completes that cycle for us.
I understand the rinsing part. I've got another question for you in terms of when you're brushing or wet. Let's say you have a fizzy drink, right, before bedtime. is it advisable to go and brush directly after that? Because I've also heard some people say that don't first rinse with water first out, you know, and then go about brushing and rinsing with the mouthwash, because you can actually damage it, or you can brush in the sugars or anything like that and damage the enamel. Is that true?
That is true. So
Really?
anything acidic, anything that you're eating, carbohydrates, anything, is going to affect the pH in our mouth. As soon as the pH drops, is with anything we do eat, our mouth is acidic. And any vigorous brushing can cause damage to our enamel.
How's that?
So you want to be rinsing immediately after, if you can, and then waiting at least 20 minutes just for the pH balance to happen in your mouth, and then brush. Okay? So people generally have a cup of coffee in the morning, race out, brush their teeth immediately. We say rather rinse, and then give it some time, and then brush.
Wow.
Great information coming through here. Thank you so, so much. And Mr. Gilbert, I think that this is a conversation that a lot of us should be having more of. This is something we should welcome. So Mzansi, I hope you've been paying attention. I hope you got your 3 steps secured, because that is something that clearly is more important than I think any of us even realize. So I can say I'm educated after that, bro.
We are not sharks, and we can't grow more teeth. So you might as well look after it right now for the long run and really establish that routine, that consistency. So brush, floss and mouthwash. Very, very important. And then you'll be flushed with nice teeth.
And then the cheeks will flush every time we look at your beautiful smile. Thank you so much, gents, and thank you, Dr. Gold. Valuable conversation there. It's about 7:01, time for us to dive back into our news headlines. And starting here in South Africa, where the tourism sector continues to grow and attract international arrivals from across the world. So latest official international arrival figures from Statistics SA for January to March of this year show that the country totaled 2.4 million, representing a remarkable 15.4% increase compared to the same period in 2023. People are loving our little slice of heaven. So Minister of Tourism, Patricia de Lille, welcomed this as a significant contributor to the economy and job creation. Understandably, there were some 1.8 million tourist arrivals from the rest of Africa between January and March this year, with the majority from Ghana and Zimbabwe. You are welcome. Come on over. Now let's turn to an incredibly dark narrative that is currently unfolding as we speak. Frantic efforts are continuing to reach 47 workers still trapped in the rubble of an apartment building which collapsed in George yesterday afternoon. So 22 have so far been rescued, thankfully, and there have been 6 fatalities, sadly. Western Cape Premier Alan Winde says an investigation into the cause of the disaster is obviously underway. The investigation team includes an independent structural engineer, the Department of Labour and the police. The building was developed by a private company, the Neo Trend Group. Plans were for a 4-story apartment building with parking and a basement. So we'll certainly continue to track that and send our thoughts and prayers to those affected. Now, casting a wider gaze on the international news front, international relief agencies say the closure of the 2 most important border posts to the south of Gaza make it almost impossible to assist civilians in that strip. So the UN says Israel has indicated that no humanitarian workers or goods will be able to move through the Rafah border post until further notice. The other main crossing, the Karem Shalom, was closed after 4 Israeli soldiers were killed in a Hamas rocket attack during the weekend. Yesterday, Hamas again targeted the transition in an attack. However, negotiations on a ceasefire still do continue in Cairo. So we'll certainly watch that space as well. Now, a little closer to home, Mozambique's governing Frelimo party has chosen a regional governor, Daniel Chapo, as its new leader, now making him the clear frontrunner to take over from President Felipe Nyusi later this year. So the selection of the former political science lecturer and radio presenter comes as a surprise for many, as he has never served in the cabinet before. Talk about a breath of fresh air. So the Constitution prevents President Nyusi a 3rd term when elections are held on the 9th of October this year. And Frelimo has in fact never lost an election since Mozambique gained independence from Portugal in 1975. Now let's round off with a beautiful story. There's hope for us all yet. Wisdom, beautifully named, an albatross and the world's oldest known wild bird at some 72 years old, just look at that face, is back in the dating scene. That's why she's got the makeup on. She is courting new suitors after sadly losing her longtime partner of 60 years. Yep, they mate for life. So Akia Kamai captured on camera twirling and swirling with potential partners at the Midway Atoll National Wildlife Refuge on the Hawaiian archipelago. So Wisdom returned for nesting season without Akia Kamai. And Jonathan Plisner, the supervisory wildlife biologist, noted her active courting behavior, highlighting her remarkable vitality for her ripe age. So get this, since 1956, Wisdom's produced some 50 to 60 eggs and raised about 30 chicks herself. Her story is incredible, and it adds to the rich tapestry of life on this wonderful slice of land, being the Midway Atoll, or little slices of land all grouped together, where millions of seabirds annually return to nest, nurture their offspring, and by the looks of it, swipe left or right. You go, girl. Who says you can't teach an old bird new tricks? So on that positive note, let's get into our sport. Hopefully a few inspiring results there as well for you.
Thank you so much, G-Man. Yes, I think this will be inspiring indeed. Now, in a thrilling showdown at Parc des Princes, Borussia Dortmund secured their spot in the Champions League final with a 1-0 victory over PSG Paris Saint-Germain. Now, Mats Hummels, a key player in Dortmund's last final appearance, scored the winning goal from a corner after a goalless first half. Now, with a 2-0 aggregate win, Dortmund now await the outcome of the Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid clash to determine their opponent in the highly anticipated final at Wembley on the 1st of June. Well, we carry on with the sport headlines and move over to rugby now, and a significant milestone will be achieved when the Springboks face Portugal in a test match in Bloemfontein in July. Now, Holly Davidson of Scotland will make history as the first female referee to officiate the test involving the Springboks. Now, this announcement, made by World Rugby, also revealed the match officials for all the June and July internationals. Now, Chris Busby from Ireland will referee the Springboks season opener against Wales at Twickenham in London on the 22nd of June, while Australia's Angus Gardner and Carl Dixon from England will officiate the Boks 2 tests against Ireland in Pretoria and Durban, respectively. Well, carrying on with some rugby news, and in a closely contested match at the rain-soaked Sunshine Coast Stadium, the junior Springboks experienced a devastating 24-19 loss against Australia in their second Under-20 Rugby Championship match. Now, despite a red card being received in the first half, the Junior Boks displayed remarkable resilience and fought until the very end. Unfortunately, this defeat places them at the bottom of the table, having secured only a draw and a loss, while New Zealand claimed the top spot with a win and a draw. Well, we move from rugby action to the world of cricket, and Jake Fraser-McGurk showcased his exceptional batting skills once again as he played a crucial role in leading the Delhi Capitals to a 20-run victory over the Rajasthan Royals. Now, despite not being selected for the T20 World Cup squad, Fraser-McGurk's outstanding performance, including a blistering 19-ball 50. Now, his contribution helped the Delhi Capitals set an imposing total of 221 runs for only 8 wickets. Now, although the Rajasthan Royals captain Sanju Samson played a magnificent innings of 86 runs from 46 balls, the team fell short and finished with 201 runs for 8 wickets. Well, we'll dive all into the world of sport in the next hour once again, but for now, there are many of you heading on the roads, and UN has the latest when it comes to traffic.
Thanks so much, Ryle. Yes, the roads are most certainly waking up. A couple of incidences that you need to be aware of this morning if you're heading out. Over in Randburg, there's been a multi-vehicle accident, and that's on the N1 northbound after Malibongwe Drive. The right lane is closed currently. Approach there with caution, and make sure that you have increased travel time this morning, or avoid the area or find another route this morning. In Somerset West in Cape Town, there's been an accident on the N2 towards Broadway Boulevard, and there's heavy delays expected. Please exercise caution as well while driving and plan your route accordingly this morning. That's what we have for you in terms of the roads. If you're heading out, please be safe. As we head into your weather, just before we look at your temperatures, important environmental news this morning is that the Department of Water and Sanitation has brought criminal charges against municipalities nationwide for violating environmental and water legislation. The department says it's taking action because of repeated sewage spills and the fact that the municipalities don't comply with regulations regarding cleanup. The Mbeki municipality was fined 200 million rand last month because untreated sewage was pumped into rivers. Now, the department emphasized that it's committed to speeding up the efficient implementation of bulk water projects in KwaZulu-Natal and the rest of the country. That's your weather news. Before we take a look at those temperatures, let's take a look at that beautiful sunrise view of the hour. This one is phenomenal, sent in by Elmarie from Mossel Bay. Elmarie, look at that picture. I mean, come on. If ever there was a picture that beckons a brand new day filled with positivity, that is it. Elmarie, thank you very much. It looks beautiful, and we wish you a blessed day going further. And of course, we would love to see the rest of your pictures as well, of those morning sunrises, wherever you are. Please share them with us. You can do so on our WhatsApp line, 0634088863. And with that beautiful picture from Elmarie, here's your temperatures. So as she does every day, Mama Joyce has been helping us get through our kitchen duties here. She basically secretly keeps the show running every single day with the work that she does in our kitchen. We absolutely adore you. And every now and then she'll make me a little dombolo just for me, which I absolutely love. But right now, of course, in the Culinary hotline, we have been whipping up something truly special, celebrating our African heritage. So we've got our pap here. We have got our beautiful cabbage bredie, which we've added some lamb to. And you're going to do the finishing touches over here.
Yes, I'm going to finish.
Ooh. Oh, look at that. So we're adding our full cream modified butter spread because more butter, more better. You do need it. What does the butter do to this?
You make it that vavavoom. You know that? Yes, that softness.
Oh, I love that. This is looking absolutely exquisite, and we made enough to feed the masses this morning, so we will do that. In fact, I'm going to start dishing up in just a moment. Plenty to get excited about as we enjoy our rather souped-up breakfast this morning. Lawrence CPD is in the house. Absolutely love this kid. When reality bites, it bites hard. He's going to take us inside his brand new podcast, have a little bit of fun with us, and of course, hopefully help us unpack some of the red carpet looks at the Met Gala. And I think Shiraz Reddy is going to step in as well to bring his smolder. Oh, that looks absolutely exquisite. You have been amazing. This has been one of the coolest culinary hotlines that we have had. Why? Because we are celebrating the food that makes us. I absolutely love it. I'm going to start dishing up. We'll see you on the other side of this.
Mum stands for care. So honor your mum this Mother's Day and one of 20 Pamper package and spa vouchers, each worth 2,000 Rand, could be yours. So enter on the Mum Facebook or Instagram page at Mum South Africa, like or follow and comment on the competition post with the special quality you got from your mum. Now don't forget to use the hashtag #IGotItFromMyMum. Now the competition closes the 13th of May and your T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's time to spread the love. And with Mother's Day fast approaching, it is time to honor the remarkable mothers in our lives. Whether that is our very own mothers, grandmothers, or mother figures, they deserve to be showered with love. And I mean showered with love and appreciation for all they do. So today we are going to be assembling our very favorite items to gift our mothers from the Crazy Store. So we'll dive straight in and give the joy of giving.
And I love it. They've made it so simple, yet still quite bespoke. So you can really speak to your mom's personality type. And remember, Mommy's Day, okay, and then you can see how much of a mommy's boy I am, but it's all about having a little bit of fun. Take the edge off, give your mom what she wants, okay? I'm going to start off with the beautiful gift boxes. I love the idea of a box. It just feels a little bit more souped up, the perfect vessel to hold all the love that we are packing for mom. So let's see what I can fill this little box with. And it's beautiful, comes with its own finishing.
And I mean, what is lovely about the Crazy Store, they have such a wide variety of things that you can spoil your mom with. I mean, you can really go and make sure that you have everything that you can wake her up on the morning of Mother's Day and say,
completely. And it's not like a breakfast you made yourself that's still got the twigs from outside with the flowers that you put in. Sorry, Mom, I was, I think, a brave one for that. But it's also functional. So I'm going to actually start there with this beautiful little manicure set. Absolutely gorgeous there. It's got everything you might need. In fact, the whole family would probably want to use that. And then we've got 3 choices of nail polish, depending on what kind of a day that she's having. Mom, I hope you're having this kind of a day today. Shocking pink, absolutely beautiful. And you can ensure that Mom feels pampered and polished, just like the queen that she is. Then we need a little sweet treat. And Mother's Day slab says it all. Actually, you can indulge Mom's sweet tooth with these delectable Mother's Day slabs, including an extra touch of joy to her day. They've got some lovely little messages on as well.
Oh,
I'm going to stick with the theme of the shocking pink. Absolutely beautiful there. Just enough of a sweet treat. And then you've got to bring in the snuggly bits. The funky socks and cozy slippers will keep Mom's toes warm and her heart even warmer. So we've got our snuggly bit slippers here. You're going in the box.
You're going to fit it.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to maybe resort to the bag as well. So you can also, as a hubby, gift these to your partner as well. And the small card holds endless love and appreciation, capturing just a fraction of what moms mean to us. I'm going to go for maybe this one. Yeah.
And I mean, this is
the best mom in the world.
What is nice about these sort of things is you can take the kids with. You know, I love to go with my boys, and we all can pick out something that we think mom will really, really enjoy.
Because they also know mom in slightly different ways, which is great, man. So, I love it, dude. I think I've got a great selection.
I think you've got a great selection. So I want to opt for a bag.
Okay.
Because I love this bag. I love you, Mom. Look at that. It's beautiful. Cute, so I'm going to start off. You got to have something to snack on. You know, when you sit in bed at night to have a cup of tea, some chocolate balls in a nice little heart-shaped container.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
This looks beautiful. I mean, this screams like, Mom, I love you and I thought of you.
Yeah, and it's cute, man.
So this is going to go in my bag for sure. And then you know how moms feel about family and the kids and the most precious photos.
It's the heart, yeah.
A photo frame will always go a long way. And you can fill it either with a picture that you've chosen or
give them options.
Yeah, I'm going to pop that in there for sure.
Very good.
Mother's Day, you know, you got to have some sort of a cup.
Yeah.
I love a cup, and there's so many different options you can see. So here we have a beautiful one that says Best Mom. It looks lovely, and every time she's going to drink out of this. I mean, this is something that I think my boys would also pick out for Mom, which is amazing. So that
I'm going to nick one actually as well for wifey, because the color scheme, the gold kind of edges. It's just absolutely beautiful little motif inside. I'm going to nick one as well, sorry.
And of course, you know, you got to have something to put in the cup as well. So we've got the beautiful little chocolate sachets in here that you can just quick mix a nice little hot chocolate for Mom. Very, very easy. So that's going to, I'm going to put 2 in there.
Yeah, do it, dude, because someone's going to nick those if you don't. But you haven't had a hot chocolate till you've had one of those. One like the hot boiling milk, and then you just stir it in. Ooh,
amazing.
Magic.
And then a novel. If the woman in your life loves to read, then there's beautiful novels up there. Daniel Steele, The Duchess, is always a good one. I mean, there's a lot of these novels out there, so you can go and pick your choose which one you like.
There is a reason why Danielle Steele has stood the test of time.
Absolutely. So that is most certainly making it into my bag of goodies. And then what else do we have? There's a nice little card. Bunch of cards that you can do, and this is where you can really get personal and write what's on your heart for sure. And you got to end off with some socks, like you said. You pick those socks. This is also beautiful. Hey, wife, mom, boss.
I love it.
just
Those
like
you can wear
that.
around the house, you can wear them out. It's
Yeah.
just super cute.
So there's a nice little goodie. And then, buddy, we got to top it off, right?
We have to, man. I love the fact that, look, my kids will use these all day. So they sit with granny, in my case, my mom, or their mom for about 0.3 seconds, then they become a toy.
If you have more
But they
than
are
one
awesome.
kid, you got to have the equal
Get
amount of
to-
balloons. That's for sure.
You are going into the mix.
So that's
right
going to go in there, and that's going to stick out like that, and that's immediately going to
Yay.
scream, "I love you, Mom," to that special, special lady in your life. So there we have it, sorted from the Crazy Store. I mean, it's a one-stop shop for sure.
So now, as we prepare to celebrate Mother's Day this weekend, let's remember that it's not just about the gifts that we give, but most importantly, the love and the gratitude that we actually express.
Absolutely. And if you'd like a little bit of help expressing your gratitude this year, then listen up, because 2 lucky viewers, it could be you, stand a chance at each winning one of these beautifully curated gift hampers packed by us this morning. So to enter, simply head on over to Expresso's Facebook, X or Instagram pages and tell us why your mother figure deserves to win. Now, don't forget to include those hashtags, The Crazy Store. Competition closes midday, Thursday, the 9th of May this year. And remember, T's and C's do apply, and you can find them on our website, expressoshow.com. So I'm just going to...
Okay, so you could literally
mine.
win this or win that.
Look how beautiful.
Look at that. I'd be happy with both. Well, I think my mom would be happy with both, but the Crazy Store, they got us covered this Mother's Day.
Whoever you are, whatever you need, you'll find great value for the whole family at the Crazy Store. So duck into a store near you and be surprised.
Oh, it looks like we sorted when it comes to Mother's Day, but let's see how we can sort you when it comes to getting more money in your bank account. Now, you can look forward to playing Lotto. There's Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2. Forget this, 31 million rand in total estimated jackpots this Wednesday. That is a lot of money. So how do you do it? You can play Lotto for an estimated 3 million, Lotto Plus for an estimated 12 million, and then Lotto Plus 2 for an estimated 16 million rand. Now, don't delay. Buy your tickets today, and you can do it in the following ways, right? You can go in-store, online on the nationallottery.co.za website, the mobile app. You can use cell phone banking or simply dial *120 *7529 hash and then follow the USSDs. It really is that simple. Now, if none of this makes sense to you, don't worry. We've got you covered. All of these details on our Expresso social media pages, so you can go check it out right now and make sure to get yourself in the running to win your share of 31 million rand in total estimated Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 jackpots today. But that's only if you play, Mzansi. Now, we're going to keep playing the Feel Good Breakfast Show here right throughout this morning. We've got an hour and a half left. And I've got a question for you. Can anyone be as dapper as this man right here? We're talking about Lawrence CPT. Look at the sass. Look at the suave. Oh, the man's going to come through and inspire us. We're going to get to dive into his world, find out all about him, and maybe bring him along for some entertainment news. Yes, we've got the Met Gala to get through and a lot of interesting and exceptional dresses that we get to skinner over in just a bit of Mzansi. So don't go anywhere. Grab your coffee, get warmed up, and we'll see you just around the corner.
Good morning, sir. Where are we going today?
Home. I'm going home. Why my bro, waar's home? Nummer 4 Mine Road. Sure, no say, dink dit is in a movie.
It's my feel good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties, as we introduce you to, well, in my case, a new friend, but I think a lot of people know his name, and that list is growing every day. He is a very talented individual who I think thrives in both the social media space and in his daily 9-to-5 grind. And in that job, he helps a lot of other people as well. Joining us right now is Lawrence CPT. He's a human resources manager by day and by profession, and a content creator extraordinaire by passion and purpose. So let's get a little sneak peek of what his content is all about. Ladies and gents, put your hands together for that little shuffle right there. Lawrence CPT in the house.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
Yay, we are so happy to have you, my friend. Welcome.
Yeah, bro, talk to me about you, because I struggle to describe you when people ask me, who's Lawrence? I'm like, is it Lawrence the TikTok guy? Is it Lawrence the guy who always dresses well? Lawrence the good-looking guy? How would you describe Lawrence right now?
Yes, yes, and yes.
All those, but I think the majority of South Africa knows me, or Cape Town specifically knows me as the daughter van die bunny. So that is like one of my characters I have on TikTok, and they really enjoy that content. So I'm known for that. That's the one.
And I think it's also because you're known to really resonate with your audience. You bring out a bit of sass, a bit of wit, and a bit of humor that just lands so perfectly. You can't not engage with the content. And I wanted to ask, though, is that just you? Is that you just bring the natural you, or do you have to really put effort into bringing that persona out?
90% of the time it's naturally me, because I just
he can't turn it off.
Exactly.
It's too real, man.
Yes, and then the rest is just like stuff that I made up, like characters and stuff like that, and I do that via comedy, try to make some funny skits, and through that I try to like educate society on what it entails to be from the LGBTQ+ community. So that's my aim there at the end of the day, through comedy.
Well, and you're achieving that. I think you add a level of representation in this space that is absolutely vital. You've got a few arrows in your quiver, though, in terms of how you get this content out there. Fashion is obviously a massive passion of yours. I would imagine you're the best-dressed human resources manager in the country, which speaks volumes, but this has been clearly something that really gets you excited. Where did that kind of excitement start to build? Where was the first fashion plug-in?
Billy Porter at the Oscars in 2019.
Wow.
That gown you wore, that suit gown, etc.
Yeah.
That's where all my inspiration came from. I was like, wow, you just took fashion to another level. And I was just like, okay, I have to do something like this. You know, and he inspired me, etc. And then obviously all the people, like, I'm a huge Miss Universe fan, etc.
Oh, just sorry, that outfit for me, Rose, that is an absolute win. Oh,
that one right there is actually the one that was inspired by Billy Porter, but I wanted to do something different, have it like different look, and it came out like that.
Well,
I actually got chills.
I was going to say,
seeing it in person. I was like, wow, actually, something you had in your mind has been brought to life, and that was just like a wow moment.
Who made that? Who constructed
It's a designer in Kraaifontein.
Wow.
It's a tailor, actually. So yeah, so he made that thing. It's the first time he made a dress with it. So that was like something new for him as well.
Well, you guys nailed it. Nailed it. Absolutely beautiful.
You're nailing everything new that's coming through in your world, and everything new that I see you touch is just turning to gold and beyond. I mean, beyond everything that we've just spoken about, you've also now ventured into what I call this new world of communicating, of bringing out magic, and that's through your podcast, Reality Bites. I was lucky enough, Jimmy was lucky enough to be a part of the show. You created such a beautiful, raw, inviting and comfortable space. The conversation that you're having, I found myself bringing out facts that I never ever had the opportunity
Almost saying too much.
I think that definitely does play to the environment you've created. You have this warmth about you. You have this honesty about you that I think allows people to willingly want to share and engage with you. Firstly, well done on what
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I don't know if that was the intention, though, but it definitely is something I feel. What was your intention when getting behind Reality Bites and doing this incredible work that you have put together?
I think me, Lucian, and Marlon share one thing. We have one thing in common, and that's positivity. And that's a message we would like to give out there in the world. Like, our main aim is firstly to inspire people out there like see and listen to these people's stories, and hopefully let that people see that they can achieve their dreams and they can do whatever they set their mind to. You know what I mean? Despite the adversities you face as a person. So yeah, that's the message we would like to bring out there. And I think that's exactly what South Africa needs at the moment. It's some positivity, you know, because we as a country alone face a lot of adversities, but there's some positivity out through everything. The silver line.
Well, it's our survival instinct. I think that's how we get through these things. And it speaks to the job that you do every single day. I would imagine you must be a joy to have in my corner as a human resources manager, because I have a feeling you will go the extra mile for the people under your care. What led you into that space? Because taking on that kind of responsibility on behalf of other people, that speaks volumes about the kind of person that you are. What drew you into that line of work originally?
So I never studied after school. So I was working in business, etc. And then while I was working at Pascal Pathology.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So yeah, I was a killer control over there. That's where I was on the union. And yes, and that is where I found the passion to like help people, because I saw people don't know what their rights are, etc. So I was like, I want to be the person, you know, that's helping the company and the employees. And if you find that balance, do you understand, your organization will thrive. And I believe the power lies within the people, in the employees. And that's what I love about it. I absolutely love being a human resources manager.
That's the most important resource we have, is the human capital. So thank you so much. Stick around, Guy, because we love having you in our space. Congratulations on everything that is. Your wave is kind of breaking at the moment in a big way. So embrace that as well, and take a moment every now and then to just enjoy it, because you've earned that right, my friend. But well done. Reality bites, and it bites hard. An incredible podcast that you do need to check out. So check out them on their socials, and of course you'll find all the platforms where you can go and download and plug in yourself. Of course, we had Marlon on the show yesterday. So diverse the way that they are, the angles that they come from, but an absolutely beautiful and safe place to have a great conversation.
Thanks so much, gents. Lovely chat. Right now, though, if you are keen on a little bit of DIY at your space, tune in, because right now this is for you, because it is time for another episode of Handy Heroes, a series celebrating the abundance of wisdom tucked away in our neighborhood hardware and paint shops. So get ready as experts from Micah Morningside reveal their favorite Plascon picks and invaluable painting insight.
Powered by Plascon, today's handy heroes come from Morningside Micah in Sandton.
We are ideally situated in what I call the Sandton playground here. We really are in the center of a major hub, and particularly this store is really a maintenance and DIY.
It's a little big store in Sandton. As you can see, we've got a product displayed from floor to ceiling and corner to corner. I've got a very nice team, knowledgeable about it, without any doubt. Plascon is a brand that is there for every kind of project. Personally, I love Polven. It's one of the best glass paint for durability, reliability, and affordability. And then spread rate coverage is very excellent. Preparation is a key for any paint job that you do. You have to prepare your surface and then make sure that everything is dry and clean, so that you can able to have a good results after that. For our customers, we do it, it's all about being able to save on one-on-one. Through experience that we have, we save them because we are close to them. We tell them exactly what is to use, and that makes the communication easier for us.
The core of this business and the main essence of Morningside Hardware is really the people. It's the passion, it's the vibe. If the passion's there, then everything else takes care of itself.
Handy Heroes, powered by Plascon. We've got this.
Well, I do hope that inspired you to get something fresh at your space at home. So with that paint on Handy Heroes, let's color the world with Plascon and turn every DIY dream into a vibrant reality.
Handy Heroes, powered by Plascon. We've got this.
Well, officially, we can call this right here Dapperology 101. Have you ever been around two good-looking gents like this? Wow, I'm feeling honored right now. But it doesn't stop here. We're going to dive into some great conversation because these two beautiful souls are coming through. We've got a lot to discuss when it is with the Met Gala. We've got entertainment news, and I just want to find out how to look this good in general. So you, Mzansi, have every reason to stick around. This is your Feel Good Breakfast show, and a great conversation is coming at you just around the corner.
Drained? Dehydrated? You have lost more than just fluid. Recover faster. Add Rehydrate, SA's #1 oral electrolyte mixture.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
This is it, your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso right here on S3. Welcome if you have just joined us. You are just in time because we've got our finger on the pulse of all things trending news and fashion. Now, the Met Gala, it's been all over social media. It took place this past Monday, a fundraiser event that is known to show off collaborations with famous designers and brands on the hottest of celebrities. And joining us right now is content creator and very opinionated Shiraz Reddy, alongside HR manager by day and content creator by passion, Lawrence David Ashley Small. They are here to review some of the Met Gala's red carpet looks. All right, gentlemen, good morning and welcome. You've got your pedals?
Yes, we do.
So listen, before we say anything else, listen, social media, always for the Met Gala, but I feel like this Met Gala has caused quite a stir.
Yeah.
There's a lot happening and we've seen a lot.
You know, you will bloom there where you are planted. Lots of seeds came out. It was interesting, if anything.
For sure. Let's start off. We got to talk about Tyler because, I mean, it's been all over social media.
Like sand through an hourglass. So are the days of our lives.
Absolutely.
That is what I saw when I saw her. I think she looks absolutely beautiful. In a Vogue interview, she speaks about how she is in the best time of her life. And it shows that. I'm sure you agree with that.
Yes, and I mean, for your first time at the Met to look like that, making a statement basically, so...
It's just like she's doing everything right.
Exactly, and dressed by Balmain, she's wearing Balmain, and also late on in the evening, he goes to cut the dress. Olivia literally stands and cuts the dress for the after party, and then she shows how the dress unravels and basically falls apart because the whole dress is constructed out of sand, but it's like a paper backing in it, and it looks really, really beautiful. I don't think she could have done anything better. Great miss. First Met, first big designer moment for her, and I think she's done really well. So for me, it's a huge, big success.
We got to talk about the steps at the Met, though, man. You would think that they would actually create some, because all those memes, we saw Tyler being picked up.
Yeah, exactly. I'm waiting for you to recreate that. That's a challenge for you. You need to recreate that for us.
For sure. Zendaya.
Two looks. 2 looks. I liked both. There was the one with the big flower arrangement on her head. The second one I felt was also just a homage again to one of the films that she recently did. But also her body, guys. Her coming of age, but also just her evolution of style has been displayed at this year's Met. Absolutely stunning for me again. I don't know about you. A success.
On both looks?
On both looks for me. I do think that you know, that funeral flower arrangement situation could have been a little bit less. But I mean, that's just me. You know, some people need to be deflowered, and maybe this was the opportunity.
But I mean, Lawrence, it does fit with the theme, of course. I mean, if you do take that into account, there's still something that's pertinent with regards to the flower arrangement.
Maybe but also it was very garden. It was very garden. It was giving green fingers for some people. But I mean, it is what it is. Some of us can't, but others can, so let them be.
All right.
And she did it.
Literally, one flower at a time.
So, a successful garden.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next on the list, we got Kylie Jenner, always causing a stir in the media.
Can I just ask, you know, that dress, it's giving Kim had many a white dress at all the weddings that she had. I mean, she's had many, so there must have been an extra, and Kylie was like, I'm going, so I need something to wear.
And it feels like there was no effort to the
None
theme at all. She was just coming there with a plain dress, and I was actually very disappointed.
It was giving a little bit of a duvet. And you know, it's warm there right now, so I wouldn't understand. I don't understand. It's the train, it's a lot of fabric, it's white. She's also quite pale, so I don't know. For me, it's really a hot mess, bought banana, boring.
I didn't like it as well.
I don't know what else to say. Yeah.
After calling the dress a duvet, say no more.
All right. Lawrence, Bad Bunny.
Oh, I love this look. It was.
She bought a bouquet.
Yes, this was for me. It was giving. I really love the outfit. I didn't expect him to wear something like that, and it was just. I was like, for me, it was completely a huge success.
Yeah.
I love this. It was very different.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. Also, he's very edgy. He's very in tap with his metrosexuality, which is really great. Also, he's French. And a French man at the Met Gala who doesn't put his best foot forward is great. And also, he was very much a part of his team putting the look together, so I love that. The headpiece for me was a bit big, but I mean, hey, you know, it still looked hot all around, so a success from me as well.
I would honestly see Lawrence rocking and pulling something like this.
Yes, another challenge for you. We're putting it out there.
We'll get back to that Cryfondens designer for 2.0 edition.
Literally. But I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. Listen, lots to get through. Sarah Jessica Parker's up next, and this is something that a lot of people were going, I don't know about.
I also don't know, and I also
opinions.
feel like we've seen this before. We may have even seen it in one of her TV shows that she's done. I don't know. The shoes is giving Livexi. It's giving a lot. I don't know about those shoes. It's something out of Bridgerton. I don't know if she got the theme wrong, but I wasn't feeling it that fascinated. Was it a horse racing event? I didn't see any pair there. So it's interesting. I hope that, you know, she realizes she should not do this again. But also it aged her. I don't know about you.
I'm a fan of her, so
I love her, but
I'm in the middle, and to me, she could do nothing wrong. I'm like in the middle. I'm not going to go.
So not entirely on theme for you guys.
I think it was on theme, but I do think...
So if she brought along 2 gifappeltjies, would that be a success then?
And a broom! We need a broom!
Oh, horse baby.
But also, guys, after Tyler, if you compare everything, you're just like, okay, I've seen that before.
Yeah, that is true.
And that silhouette we've definitely seen on her before as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go for one more. How about we focus on Lizzo?
I just don't know. By your reaction alone, I don't know what to say.
It looked to me like she was in the garden, and she is this huge mushroom that's in the garden.
Yes.
It was giving... Yes,
well, you know that tree that no one plants after or waters after a while. I mean, it starts growing by itself, but it doesn't really grow. But you think it has potential, but it doesn't.
You're talking about a weed.
I don't know. I wasn't going to say that, Ryle. I think she looks lovely. Some people wear brown well. I don't know if it's her, but also she's taking flight. You know, she's catching flights, not feelings with that And Kena, I don't know, it's a
What
lot
is
for
that?
me. I don't know, but maybe she thought it was going to be
I thought it was
wings
in
to
samosa.
shield, you know. Also, maybe there's loud music. You want to have a bit of a hollow moment. Privacy. Maybe she's still experiencing COVID-19, social distancing. I mean, it is what it is.
Stop it.
But oh, beautifully constructed dress there, Lizzo, if anyone knows her whilst watching.
I think on that note, if you're ever deciding to go out anywhere, a famous occasion, please vet your look with me too.
We are available. Holler at us.
Look, I absolutely love this, guys. Thank you so much for coming through and really bringing some spice to the comments that we've seen online. I've never seen it being reviewed this good. And this is the most honest review I think we've gotten from the Gala. So thank you for coming through, sharing your eyes of wisdom. And can I just say you both are a success. If I had the pedal and judge your looks today, a great success indeed. Lawrence and Shiraz Reddy, thank you so much. These are your stylistas of the day coming through for the Met Gala inspiration, and I think you definitely enjoyed that one. Let us know what your favorite look was of the gala.
I think Lizzo's little wings, they ensure that she gets shade wherever she goes. An incredible, incredible discussion there. Thank you so much, gents. Let's now dive back into what was an incredible celebration this past weekend. I'm talking, of course, about the 17th edition of the SA Sports Awards, and it captivated audiences at the legendary Sun City Super Bowl with its theme of celebrating 30 years of freedom through sporting excellence, because that's been a common thread. And the awards ceremony showcased some outstanding achievements in 19 different categories, including obviously the prestigious ones, the title of Sports Star of the Year and People's Choice. And you're going to love who won that one. The event honored the remarkable accomplishments of those individuals, the teams, the administrators in the dynamic landscape of South African sports. And it certainly was a night to remember for our very own Expresso sports producer, Lorenzo Durries, who must have been in heaven. He had the privilege of mingling with the creme de la creme of the SA sports scene. Let's take a look.
We're out here at the 17th edition of the SA Sports Awards, being hosted by the Department of Arts, Culture, Sports and Recreation at the iconic Sun City Super Bowl. Last night started with a nominees dinner, and this evening we celebrate 30 years of democracy and sporting excellence in South Africa. 19 categories, all the way from the Springboks to that of Cycling South Africa. We cannot wait to see which nominees are taking the awards tonight.
If you look at what our athletes have done in 2023, just to bring us together as a people, but also to give us hope, you realize the importance of appreciating and recognizing our superstars. To see that they've come out with nominees in such high numbers, it's an appreciation of the work that they've done. And I think as a country, there are moments where we must bow and say thank you very much for their contribution. And I think sport has got a particular role to make sure that we build a truly non-racial country, a country where people are no longer divided. And I think sport has got a role to play beyond winning goals. We must win. We must win because we're a winning nation. But beyond entertainment and goals, and I think that's something that sport can do, and it's more than just winning.
Mark, welcome to the SA Sports Awards. How does it feel to be nominated this evening as Administrator of the Year?
I think, look, I'm honored to be nominated as Administrator of the Year, but I think it should go to my whole executive. It's not one person that runs the administration. I think I'll receive the award on behalf of my whole executive.
How does it feel that the Springboks are also nominated as team, and then the Federation itself as well being nominated by the rest of South Africa?
We're pleased about that. You know, we've been through 8 tough years. The worst 8 years in the history of South African rugby, and coming out to 2 World Cup wins, you know, it takes a hell of a lot of work and a lot of commitment and dedication. So that I have to give to our members and to rugby as a whole. So we're pleased about that, and we're grateful to get the award if we do get it tonight.
Simone, congratulations on winning Sportswoman of the Year with the disability. It's something we don't really want to put out there, but we need to acknowledge you. Tell me, how does it feel to win this award?
It's definitely a dream come true, because I didn't expect it at all, because with the company I've been in, with the athletes that I've been going against with this awards, I didn't really expect it to happen. So it's just an honor and just amazing for not only me, but I think all of para-athletics, because I think this also puts them on the map.
Mani, how does it feel to be awarded the Newcomer of the Year?
Now it's an amazing feeling, man. Obviously, winning this award means a lot. And I'm just thankful for SA Sports Awards, for our organization, for recognizing my efforts. Yeah, and I just want to thank my family, my fiance, my coaches, my teammates, everyone that plays a role in my journey, and supported me. I just want to thank them, because obviously this award goes to them.
How does it feel to take this award home?
It's amazing, completely unexpected. As the men and women in the middle, we try and stay out of the spotlight. So when we're in it, we shake like a leaf. And yeah, just really honored.
You get a lot of flack out there. A message to players, administrators out there. What do you tell the rest of the crowd within your ecosystem, if I can put it like that?
Well, we're just so privileged to be involved in South African sport, and growing up as a kid in South Africa, just wanting to be on the field as a player, and I was never quite good enough, and I found a home in officiating, and I still have that deep connection with the game from a playing perspective, and I think a lot of the players and coaching staff, and they really understand what we're trying to do, and we get a lot of support from them.
Kirsten, congratulations on the win. Tell me what went through your mind when they called your name?
Disbelief at first moment. I kind of had to listen and be sure it's me who has to go up on the stage. I really didn't expect it.
Tell me, what does this award now mean to you, as well as the sport that you find yourself in? It's a very unique sport, but it's obviously a message out to everyone that even though you're doing these sports that not a lot of people are aware of, you can still win and achieve a lot more.
Yeah, I think the most important factor for me is that this is a South African award, which means to me that I have been able to represent South Africa, which is really important to me. And I hope that it will maybe encourage more people to take up sailing.
As we conclude the 17th edition of the SA Sports Awards here at the iconic Sun City Super Bowl, we commend all the nominees and winners and look forward to the next 30 years of SA sporting excellence.
All I'm going to say is, how can Sia not be the Springbok captain moving forward? I'm just putting it out there into the universe. Sia, I love you, guy. We love you so much. Congratulations to all of those sporting superstars who do so much for the country outside of the sporting space. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I say that on behalf of Lorenzo, who must have been in heaven in that moment. So we're so happy for you.
You came across very, very
together.
But we know when it comes to sport, Lorenzo's out there. He gets very excited. We're going to take a very quick break, and the moment has arrived. Hannah Ray is still in studio with us, and she's going to perform two of her most iconic tracks. Stick around.
Yeah, entertainment is going to be ticked, and then, of course, great conversation coming through. A lot of us preparing for newborn babies. Hopefully, this is a conversation. Hey, my baby, it's you, Zanzi. Maybe we can have this conversation, and it's definitely going to help you right around the corner, so don't go anywhere.
Come, we need a little chat. Let's go have a little chat.
There are stories of creators, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
Mums are our true heroes, with Panado giving them the power to fight pain. So thank your mom this Mother's Day by nominating her for a 2,000 Rand dose of care. Weekdays from the 8th to the 21st of May, stand a chance of your mom being one of our 10 winners by replying to the hashtag PanadoSA and hashtag Power to Fight Pain competition post on the Expresso social pages. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, thank you so much for tuning back in. We haven't been that silly this morning that we've lost you, and I'm glad that you've stuck around because you're about to get your just rewards.
Oh, yes,
wow.
This is the moment we've all been waiting for.
Oh, man, and her sound checks, it sounds unbelievable. So, Hannah Ray is in studio. We got to meet her a little bit earlier, but now it is that time for her to perform.
Hi everybody, my name is Hannah Ray and I'm going to be singing my debut single Distractions, which came out last month. Hope you like it.
I find distractions in the things that I don't mean to, but I do them anyway. I
what a fantastic performance there. Hannah Ray, we have one more performance heading your way, so don't miss that in just a few. Right now, though, 8 o'clock, let's take a last look at those news headlines for your Wednesday morning. Starting off with your national news, the city of Tshwane is working on an emergency action plan to ensure energy security for residents and to attract investments to the capital city. Now, Tshwane has set out an ambitious goal of achieving 1,000 megawatts of energy independence from Eskom by 2026. The city is charting an energy resilient future for its residents and believes this will become possible through a multi-stakeholder approach, which over time will work to lessen the reliance on Eskom. Moreover, the city is looking to position South Africa as a global player in the manufacturing space. And South Africa's tourism sector continues to grow and attract international arrivals from across the world. Latest official international arrival figures from Statistics SA for January to March 2024 show that the country totaled 2.4 million, representing a remarkable 15.4% increase compared to the same period in 2023. Now, Minister of Tourism Patricia de Lille welcomed this as a significant contributor to the economy and job creation. There were some 1.8 million tourist arrivals from the rest of Africa between January and March this year, with the majority from Ghana and Zimbabwe. Over to international news headlines. Danish shipping company or group Maersk says the disruption to container traffic in the Red Sea is worsening because drone and missile attacks on ships by Yemen's Houthi rebels are reaching further offshore. It was sailing faster on the route around southern Africa to offset some of the disruption, but noted that it was using 40% more fuel as a result. Maersk said it estimated the industry had lost between 15 and 20% of its capacity on the Far East to Mediterranean and Northern Europe routes. And international relief agencies say the closure of the two most important border posts to the south of Gaza makes it almost impossible to assist civilians in the Strip. The United Nations says Israel has indicated that no humanitarian workers or goods will be able to move through the Rafah border post until further notice. The other main crossing, Kerem Shalom, was closed after 4 Israeli soldiers were killed in a Hamas rocket attack during the weekend. Yesterday, Hamas again targeted the transition. However, negotiations on a ceasefire are continuing in Cairo. And we'll end up with this story. We heard from the experts just a couple of minutes ago at the 2024 Met Gala in New York, where fashion takes center stage and A-listers grace the red carpet. SA's star singer Tyler made a striking debut in a Balmain dress made of sand, embodying the theme, the Garden of Time. Inspired by J.G. Ballard's eponymous short story, the dress symbolized the passage of time. Now, Tyler, typically expressing her desire for creativity and uniqueness, found the idea perfect when Balmain presented it to her. However, the innovative concept limited her movement significantly, requiring that she be lifted up the stairs. Amidst stars, of course, interpreting to the theme and floral motifs and historical nods, Tyler's sand dress stood out as a daring, imaginative statement at her memorable inaugural Met Gala, and memorable it was. Well done to Tyler, making us in South Africa very, very proud. That's your news headlines for the last time here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Here's just sports for one more time.
Thank you so much, Ewan. We really are into the business end of UEFA Champions League, and in a thrilling showdown at the Parc des Princes yesterday, Borussia Dortmund secured their spot in the Champions League final, and they did it courtesy of a 1-0 victory over Paris Saint-Germain. Mats Hummels, man of the moment, a key player in Dortmund's last final appearance. He scored the winning goal from a corner with a goalless first half, and with a 2-0 aggregate win, Dortmund now await the outcome of another thriller by Munich up against Real Madrid. That clash will determine their opponent in the highly anticipated final at Wembley on the 1st of June. We've been seeing some next-level football this year. This is going to be an absolute cracker. Now let's turn to rugby and a significant milestone that's going to be achieved when the Springboks face Portugal in a test match in Bloemfontein this July. Holly Davidson of Scotland will make history as the first female referee to officiate a test involving the Springboks. Time for this shift to happen. This announcement was made by World Rugby, also revealing the match officials for all of the June and July internationals for the Boks. So Chris Busby from Ireland will referee the Springboks season opener up against Wales at Twickenham, and that's in London on the 22nd of June, while Australia's Angus Gardner, a familiar face for us, and Carl Dixon from England will officiate the Boks 2 tests up against Ireland in Pretoria and in Durban, respectively. So plenty to get excited about over the coming months. Now let's talk about the rugby that has actually been happening in a closely contested match at a rain-soaked Sunshine Coast Stadium. The junior Springboks sadly experienced a devastating 24-19 loss at the hands of Australia. That was in their second under-20 rugby championship match. So despite receiving a red card in that first half, the junior Boks showed some remarkable resilience and heart. They fought till the bitter end, but unfortunately this defeat places them at the bottom of the table, having secured only a draw, obviously, against the All Blacks, and now this loss. And with New Zealand, the baby All Blacks, claiming the top spot with a win and a draw. Tough to come back from that. And now we focus on cricket, and a man who certainly put his hand up, Jake Fraser-McGurk. He showcased some exceptional batting skills once again as he played a crucial role in leading the Delhi Capitals to a 20-run victory over the Rajasthan Royals. So despite not being selected for the T20 World Cup, Fraser-McGurk proved them wrong. Outstanding performances, including a blistering 19-ball 50. Yep, just 19 balls. His contribution helped the Delhi Capitals set an imposing total of 221 for 8. Now, although the Royals captain Sanju Samson played a magnificent innings of 86 or 46 balls, the team falling short there, finishing on 201 for 8. And I'm just going to add on to this another big thank you and well done for Lorenzo Daris for his coverage of the SA Sports Awards, and congratulations to all those who took home top accolades. I think we've got to get Sia back in the studio just to have a catch up with him, but that's where we leave our sporting headlines for now. Let's take a look at the roads.
Thank you so much, G-Man. Yes, let's dive into traffic one last time and see how we can assist you. And let's move over to Durban. Now, there's heavy congestion, which is being experienced on the M7, and that's west towards Pinetown. Now, as you can see from the visuals, it is quite backed up, so please maintain a safe following distance and plan your route accordingly. And I think for anybody heading out on the roads this morning, buckle up, stay safe, and plan accordingly. From now, though, we head into the world of weather one last time. Very, very pleased to report right now that there are no weather warnings which have been issued by the SA Weather Service for today. And that's along with clear skies and warm temperatures anticipated nationwide. Now, SA's autumn has seen predominantly moderate to warm temperatures and minimal rainfall so far. Now, this as the Weather Service's latest seasonal climate watch report forecasts a warm and relatively dry winter for most areas in the country. Now, regions such as the Western Cape are also expected to have below normal winter rainfall compared to typical patterns. Well, from our weather news, let's dive into that favorite edition, our sunrise view of the hour, and take a look at this. Sent in by Loretta, all the way from Centurion. A little hazy view of the sun there, peeking through the clouds. It's an overcast day, but still promising some bright hues. And I love that there's a little bit of tonal contrast there, just to make this one pop. I can't thank you enough for sending it through. And as always, Mzansi, a reminder to do it all again tomorrow. The number's 063-408-8863. We love sharing your sunrise views with the rest of the country. Now, speaking of the rest of the country, let's take our last opportunity to see what temperatures we can expect on your side of town.
Okay, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop talking about Uppington. No, I'm not. I'm not going to talk about Uppington until it goes down to, like, do you think Uppington's ever seen 28? 1978, maybe.
maybe around 3, 4 in the morning.
The famous frost of 1978. Uppington, we love you, man. I hope we put you on the map. We really do.
For sure. Listen, we're going to take a very quick break. If you are expecting a newborn in the house and you're not 100% sure how to go about preparing what you need, well, we got some info for you this morning coming up.
Yeah, then of course Mother's Day is around the corner. It's happening this weekend, so we've got the perfect Mother's Day gift guide just for you, because I know you need the assistance. We got you covered.
We do.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. I think you can probably feel my nervousness and my excitement. It's palpable here in the studio and probably getting to you on the other side of the screen, because embarking on one particular journey, the journey of parenthood, is a unique blend of excitement and the most extreme stress that you can experience, where the anticipation of all those firsts makes those obviously mixed emotions really worth it. There's kind of a before and after. And in fact, nothing beats having expert advice to lean on to guide you through those newborn jitters. So here to welcome your beautiful little one in the world is a beautiful panel in itself. And they're going to give you some wonderful tips on how you can best welcome the little one and be okay through that process. So we've got Linda Sauder in studio, mom of 2, and obviously you'll know as a digital content creator and superb in that lane. A good friend of ours, Dr. Anisa Varhead, mom and pediatrician as well. Then her sister-in-law, Tasneem Martin, who is a mom of 2 as well. And then their mother-in-law, the matriarch, Yasmin Domingo, a grandmother of 9, y'all. 9 grandchildren. That is asking a lot. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations on the parenting journey. And we learn a lot. We learn a huge amount. Everyone who becomes a parent kind of becomes an expert because you've lived through it. There are so many angles that I want to approach, but maybe let's start with the village, because it takes a village. So maybe Dr. Varhead, you can start with that, because you are often the person we'll go to in these crunch moments, but that answer, the learned compact knowledge, compound knowledge of years, generational knowledge is there around us. Why is it so important to have that support structure when embarking on this journey?
So those first few weeks of having a baby, your emotions all over the place. And I think everyone, it's like your body just goes into crisis mode. And I think it's very important. You need to have that village. You need to have people that you trust, that surround you during that time when you're so anxious, the hormones all over the place. You don't know whether you want to cry or smile or laugh, and you've got this screaming
You do it both.
You're doing it all at the same time, and you've got this little crying baby in front of you. So I think it's always important during that pregnancy process to actually find your support structure and make that small little circle. Try not overwhelm yourself, but have that small little circle around you to surround yourself and give you that support you need, whether they're doing whatever in the house for you, especially in those first few weeks of having a baby.
You know, it's just cooking a meal for you while you're doing your not sleeping thing, because you won't sleep.
No.
I love it when A-type personalities have a child and they've got their plan. Their months and months of planning is out the window overnight. Lindy, what was your experience like in terms of the prep that you went into this journey with, and then the actual outcome, the lived experience of when your little ones actually arrived?
Well, I can say that whatever I thought was going to happen, the absolute opposite happened.
Because that's life, yeah.
Yes, I'm definitely not an A-type person, but I at least thought that I'd have it figured out, and I can tell you I didn't. So definitely the village, the mom-in-law, everybody definitely played a part, but it was good. I did find out that I was pregnant again 6 months in, so it wasn't planned. I have 2 under 2. I'm very blessed. My husband and I will just keep on saying we're blessed. That's
no, just do it, man. When last did you sleep? About 5 years ago.
Yeah, I'd say pre-pregnancy, definitely.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. But we, you know, with the rights, nowadays we have so much knowledge. We have, you know, the internet, we have professionals to help us. It definitely, I think, helps.
And we got Omars.
And we've got Omars.
And we got Omars who know it all. 9 grandchildren speaks to an encyclopedia of knowledge that you can pass on. And I would imagine it matters so much to you, but you also have the added bonus of being able to take a step back as grandmother. But you don't strike me as someone who would ever take a step back. How beautiful. Oh, you're shaking your head. No, there is always something. So what was key for you in terms of the knowledge that you've built up through your journey to impart with your beautiful daughters?
I just wanted to be there for them, to cook for them, to care for them, so that they could have that sleep that they needed. You know, they needed all that, and that's what I'm there for. Still now.
Still now, and that never ends.
Never.
There is something really beautiful about the relationship with a grandmother in particular, because they can get away with absolute murder in that space, but it does offer a beautiful counterbalance. I'm going to put this to you because I was blown away, not by just the physical miracle that's happening within, you know, in my case, my wife's body, but it just blew my mind that so much can happen in such a short amount of time. But watching it, I was always impressed by her as a dancer. World champion, just blew my mind. She was about 10 times better as a mom instinctively than she's ever been as a dancer, which is saying a lot. Something kicks in naturally. So to those mothers and the fathers to that extent, but mainly to the moms who are really close to this issue, and I can put this to all of you, maybe Tasneem, you can kick us off there, but what advice do you have for that mom, knowing what you've learned through this journey, what matters and what doesn't matter?
What matters, I would definitely say just do your research when your baby's here, you know, don't overwhelm yourself with social media because it does get a lot, especially when you're pregnant. You think you have to buy absolutely everything. You just keep it simple, like literally keep it simple with everything. Once baby's here, you'll see what you need and yeah, just surround yourself with what you need, with people that you need. Don't get overwhelmed with social media. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and listen with half an ear, I think, because everyone's going to have advice, and it's coming from the right place.
Exactly.
Very often it can be the worst thing to hear if you haven't slept in 3 days and you haven't figured out what's wrong, and then everyone's offering you the solution that you thought about 3 days ago, and that it didn't work. That being said, what are the big gateways that we've got to get through that you have experienced firsthand? What do we need to be fearful of to the point of having that anxiety? Because things can get real very quickly. What are those big heavy hitters?
So when I'm seeing all my first-time mommies, I always say when a baby is born, a mother is born.
Yeah.
And our emotions are all over the place. And you need to be kind to yourself. You don't need to bounce back immediately. You need to heal up. You need to take it slow. But there's 5 million different ways of how to be a mother. So taking that advice in, try it. If it don't work, say, okay, it was a bad day today, let's go on to the next one. And I think that's where we need to actually make sure we're kind to ourselves, because if there's a healthy mommy, there's a healthy baby.
For sure, and that's psychologically, emotionally, because they're sponges that feed off everything that you have in you. Lindy, what was the biggest challenge, the biggest kind of maybe blindside or jaw drop moment, because there are a few in that journey? What were you not prepared for?
Well, as Tasneem mentioned, you always look at social media and you think, you can't help but compare yourself to people. And I think for me it was, I gymmed up until the day I gave birth, I won't lie.
Of course,
it wasn't planned,
as
but I did.
Yeah.
You know. And I just thought, okay, cool, have my baby. Next week I'll be up and running. Bounce back immediately, like you said, give yourself time to heal. I didn't expect that it would actually take me a while just to do the simple things like, I don't know, walking, picking up your baby, you know. So, I mean, you figure it out as you go along. I'm not trying to scare anyone, but my friends didn't warn me.
Yeah, I suppose because everyone goes through something slightly differently.
Yes,
I think
exactly,
that the sleep thing is a big, big thing. You've got to brace yourself for no sleep for a while. And that's where having a partner really does help you through that process. For me, the joy, when you have that moment. And for me, I was gifted by the fact that my wife was so heavily medicated by the end of the first journey. I got to spend one-on-one time with both my babies, really close, and that made all the difference. So Omar, I'm going to end with you in that respect. To make that connection, to get the real magic, and trust me, when I say before and after, you'll understand once you've had your baby. What do you recommend for that bonding phase? What advice do you have for the expectant mothers out there with your experience?
Like bond with your baby, try to breastfeed, hold her close or him close, whoever it is, and you know, just have that special moment and time. And that's my feeling towards all the mothers.
It helps with Oma's there too, so to give you that opportunity to bond.
Oh, for sure. I can only imagine the difference you have made in the lives of your daughters, in particular.
And I'm still there for them.
I'm just looking at your face, makes me want to cry. It's ridiculous. Oh, babies. I think anyone who's had a baby becomes an instant cry risk. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you for being here to share in the space. And we're not just forgetting about the men. There is something very special physically, on a chemical level. What's going on within a mom and a baby in that first phase is miraculous. In fact, it's one of the most powerful chemical reactions that we know about in science. It is one of the most powerful, wonderful moments of your life. So take a moment to really enjoy it and make sure you've got your circle around you. Understanding that you don't have to tackle parenthood alone is a lesson that is best learned early on. After all, parenthood is all about support, it's about communication, and it's about embracing the journey. So if you're embracing your journey right now, all the best of luck. We are in your corner, and maybe we can send you Omar if you need a little extra hand or maybe something in the kitchen.
Very dry, tight, sensitive skin. Relieve itchy skin in just 60 seconds with Aveeno's Skin Relief Moisturizing Lotion. Aveeno.
Mums are our true heroes, with Panado giving them the power to fight pain. So thank your mom this Mother's Day by nominating her for a 2,000 Rand dose of care. Weekdays from the 8th to the 21st of May, stand a chance of your mom being one of our 10 winners by replying to the hashtag PanadoSA and hashtag Power to Fight Pain competition post on the Expresso social pages. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hello and welcome back. This is your feel-good breakfast show Expresso right here on S3. And yes, Mother's Day, merely a couple of days away, right? And you can maybe feel the bit of stress because you don't know. And if you are struggling to find that perfect gift, well, then you've landed at the right place. Because joining us right now in the studio to take us through some of his top Mother's Day gifts, Clem Pedro. And I know we normally introduce you as Chef Clem Pedro.
No, but we can start that also, just Clem Pedro.
Because Clem, we're laying the Clem on Mother's Day gifting and what you should be getting. And that's available for you that you should be getting out there, because there's a lot. But because maybe you feel that you don't know. What I don't know, is there anything out there? Yes, there's a lot out there. And Clem is laying that Clem on it for you right now. So,
there we go.
Okay.
So why ask Clem to do this? Well, not just because I work for Woolies, it's because my love language is gifting other people.
Yes.
And I put a lot of effort in buying gifts for people. And honestly, Woolies have it all. You just got to be so smart, because it's not just about one thing, it's about building a whole experience around the gift.
Right.
So let me start off straight immediately with the new diffusers at Woolies are absolutely amazing. I love scents, okay? Very much when I walk into a room, if it doesn't smell lekker, chances are I'm not going to be around for a very long time. True story. I love when you walk into a room and it's an emotional experience walking into a room for the first time.
Because it just draws you even further.
And it's welcoming, and someone made effort. So the diffusers are absolutely amazing. You'll find those in my home. Can I tell you a little hack? Totally off script, but I'm gonna give it to you. So when you get your toilet roll, and I can feel the account manager behind the camera going, "What is he about to do?" Trust me, when you get your toilet roll, the cardboard inner of the toilet roll, what you do is you take these reeds after it's been soaking in this beautiful perfume, right? You run the reed along the inside of the toilet roll, okay? Make sure it really picks up some of that perfume, and then you leave it in your bathroom.
Okay.
You bought one diffuser, but in your bathroom is a toilet roll busy diffusing at the same time.
I see.
Your bathroom smells amazing, so good. So use that hack. We go back to our position.
That's very, and listen, they look cool.
Packaging is a big thing, and Woolies knows that.
I love the packaging.
It's got to attract you, and the packaging is amazing, and I'm a sucker for good packaging, so I love that. I've got to talk faster, can't talk about diffusers.
Okay.
So let's talk about the almond honey nougat and the shortbread. What I absolutely love about Woolies, right? Their shortbread is made in the Western Cape in one of the oldest bakeries. One of the oldest bakeries in the Western Cape is making this beautiful, beautiful shortbread for Woolies, and yet we don't skimp on the butter. All the butter is in there. Nougat, also small batch made, because we love nougat, so delicious. And here's the thing, when I say don't just buy one thing, obviously budget, yes, but be smart about it, right? If you're going to buy mom the shortbread,
it's so good.
Buy her the mug. So it's the whole experience. Dippy dip, mom's got her mug. And mugs are also great, just like the diffuser. It's not just about the day, it's the memory that lasts forever. There we go. Next thing, you know when your mom says, I love all the gifts, but I didn't get a card. She's being serious. She's being serious. She wants the card. Woolies have all the cards for you, so do not miss out on. You can buy mom a car for Mother's Day, but if it doesn't have the card, she'll let you know. Get the card, make sure it's very personal from you, get that in there. Flowers, okay. I personally went to the farm that grows the flowers.
Really?
That are in the Mother's Day bunch and built my own bunch.
Nice.
It's phenomenal, okay? Testify, I put it together a beautiful bunch of flowers. I can almost name all the flowers that I don't embarrass myself on TV. But flowers are so important. We know Woolies flowers.
And they last.
They last. And it's because of this cold chain, the same reason that the fruit and vegetables last so long, the flowers are equally, they're in their own little fridge. That's the reason they last so long. So get the flowers. Where we're at now, scents. Back to scents and perfumes. Woolies have their own scents, and the scents are absolutely amazing. My mind was blown. I was like, Meg, what are you wearing? She was like, I'm wearing it's the caper from Woolies. It is so good. Check it out for Mother's Day. It is honestly, and again, the design, packaging, how beautiful is that bottle?
And there's a lot. I mean, these are only three of them.
No, there's a lot. Go and check them all out and find your one. Now, staying with scents, oud. Oud is huge at the moment, right? What? It's not just oud. O-U-D. Isn't it outney?
It's the outney.
It's oud. 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 I don't know. Oud, right. It's a unique scent. Yeah. Woolies have a collection of it with a diffuser. They got the lotion. They got the room spray. They've got everything you need in the oud range. I'm telling you, oud is just, it's classic, it's timeless, it's amazing, and Woolies have it in the whole range.
Lovely.
You got the whole range, right? Now what you're going to do with it, you're going to put it in a beautiful bag.
Gotta have a
bag. The bag is almost as important as the gift.
Absolutely, because a bag lasts
it does.
As well.
And I don't know about your mom, but my mom keeps all of them.
Of course I do.
She keeps it, and then she doesn't even re-gift, put stuff in there, she just keeps it.
Because it's so
nice. Memories. So get that. Okay, so what are we missing out on? How can I not talk about what has got the country in a complete spin at the moment? The mini cakes from Woolworths.
Ooh, and they
the mini cakes from Woolworths. So let's grab the vanilla.
Which one do you want? The vanilla?
Let's go vanilla.
Can I just say, I did sample the shortbread.
Oh, you did?
Oh, and they are so buttery, good. They are flaky, they are amazing.
It is so good. I want to make sure I did speak about everything. I did.
You did. There's pajamas.
Right.
Mama knows best.
Mama knows best.
Because she does.
The matching sets of pajamas. It's not just cute. It's adorable.
It's
right?
Not cute. It's adorable.
The matching sets are amazing. And again, it's something you buy for Mother's Day, but you end up wearing it like
all the time?
Embarrassingly all the time, but it's amazing. Matching sets are really, really cool. Can I tell you also, while I slice the cake, what's amazing about the matching sets? There's this thing about adults and nurturing at the moment. Moms are always about nurturing us, right?
Yes.
There's this thing about adults needing nurturing too.
We do. We really do.
And then it goes down to the self-care, and the pajamas play an important role in that. It's about the routines that you have at the end of your day, for the end of day process. So nurturing is a big thing, and we're looking after ourselves in 2024, and we're looking after the moms. So let's have cake.
Talk about adorable. Now, these are just some of the options, great Mother's Day gifting options. Go ahead and spoil your mom, because we all know how much our mom means to us. And of course, you can shop in store, online, or on the app. All of these goodies. I mean, take your pick, if not get everything.
Get everything.
Oh, look at that. You are spoiling
beautiful
me, my
mini
friend.
cake. These are the absolute best. Oh, and don't forget, when you do buy the mini cakes, don't forget to write your little message on it. Askis you in. Let me just turn it. Where it says over here, it says from, to, on the side. Okay. Write your little message on the side there as well, so mom knows it's coming from me. She knows it's coming from you. But
they really do make it easy.
They do make it easy.
They make it really easy.
There we go.
Chef Clem, thank you very much. You're welcome. Amazing. So while we smill on our lovely little mini cake, and there's your Mother's Day gifting guide, and I don't think you need any other guide because there's so many different options. Here's Hannah Ray with a very fitting song for Mother's Day.
Hi everybody, my name is Hannah Ray, and this song is called Mama, and it releases this Friday. So if it resonates with you, please send it to your mum and show some support. Thank you.
I know that we have our hearts on our sleeves, but we don't let it get us down. I've seen you break and I've seen you heal. You always find a way out. Wake me up, shake me out of it. Don't give up, no. See me cry, shake me out of it. Give me love, see me fall and pick me up. Take a breath and don't give up, no. Think a little deeper, see a little clearer now. And now I listen to you. What would I do without you? Sit around and lose. You made me into who I need to be. Living true with all I do, and it's all because of you, because of you, because of you, because of you, because of you. You see the light in the burnt out flame, taking in the problems and the pain. When you're feeling low, you don't want me to go. Won't you remember, I'll always be there for you. Wake me up, shake me out. me out of it. Give me love, give me love. See me fall and pick me up. Take a breath and don't give up, no. Think a little deeper, see a little clearer now. And now I listen to you. What would I do without you? Sit around and lose. You made me into who I need to be. Living true with all I do, and it's all because of you, 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 because of you. Thank you very much.
That was beautiful.
You were forewarned. Next level.
Absolute
magic.
We said it earlier, orchestral vocals, eh?
no,
orchestral, and we could really feel that.
I'm feeling lucky. I'm feeling like a winner. I think I want to keep that energy going right throughout the morning.
For sure, man. Look, after a song like that,
and it's called Mama.
Exactly. So very fitting. So while I'm smelling here on my cake that I cannot put down, one lucky viewer. Remember, we ran you through some incredible gifting options from Woolies. One lucky viewer stands a chance to win a 1,000 Rand Woolies gift card. Now, to enter, visit the Woolies competition post on the Expresso Facebook, Twitter and Instagram pages and tell us if you had the chance to do something really special for your mom, how would you spoil her? So that's the question. Get creative with this one. Don't forget to include the hashtag Woolies Mother's Day, and this competition closes at midnight on Thursday, the 9th of May. Not a lot of time left, so get entering right now. T&Cs can be found on our website, expressoshow.com.
Yeah, and look, I like the fact that Mother's Day gives us an opportunity to do a whole lot of other stuff as well. You don't just have to buy moms this on Mother's Day. You can buy your partner, you can buy your best mate, you can buy your mom, anything, any day. For me, the scene stealer, bar none, these little gorgeous mini cakes, the gift cake collection. That little pink one, the fact that you can match it, you can have that kind of pink ombre moving into the flowers, you can create a theme, you can even use little cupcakes, I was saying, to like lead mom to the little mini cake. You can get creative,
you can
and
use
it's so much more exciting. Yes, she can smell her way through to where her
I've
little
just
cake
never
is.
seen G-Man this creative when it comes to gifting, and clearly the options here are working.
There is a reason why.
Graham just peaked.
You can pick two for your mom this weekend.
It's a good time to do it,
And I think definitely give her everything that she does deserve, and more, Mzansi. So you've been inspired, not only just gifting, but great recipes also. So make it an occasion that she will never forget, and we're going to keep coming at you with some good stuff right after this. Don't go anywhere. You enjoying that, by the way?
So good.
Can't put it down. Mum stands for care. So honor your mum this Mother's Day, and one of 20 Pamper package and spa vouchers, each worth 2,000 Rand, could be yours. So enter on the Mum Facebook or Instagram page at Mum South Africa, like or follow and comment on the competition post with the special quality you got from your mum. Now don't forget to use the hashtag I got it from my mum. Now the competition closes the 13th of May, and your T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show, where we are always making sure that you are feeling good, which is why we love to have the important conversations, such as the importance of sleep is something that is so astounding when we talk about what the magnitude is of it, and in terms of what it means when you actually cannot get the sleep that you need. We know that many things contribute to this, such as chronic pain, as well as mood disorders, which sometimes cause anxiety, as well as depression. But to help us achieve getting to that great sleep that you deserve, we have got with us from the Medical Nutritional Institute, CEO Marianne du Plessis, as well as researcher Ashley Smith. Hello, ladies. How are you today?
Good, thank you.
That's good. We want our sleep to be good. It is chronic pain that sometimes contributes to people not being able to sleep. So please, can you speak to us a little bit about that?
So the reality is that 1 in 4 people with chronic pain also have a sleep disorder. And chronic pain not only shortens the amount of time that you sleep, but it also makes you wake up frequently throughout the night. Sleep is very important for repairing and rebuilding the body. During sleep, certain endorphins are released in order to help with pain relief, and then growth hormone is released for rebuilding the body. And this is why people can sometimes experience that they have a relief from their pain symptoms after a good night's rest. But then the opposite is also true. So research has shown that insomnia can actually increase pain sensitivity, and so people who don't normally have pain but oftentimes sleep poorly can start to experience pain. And then insomnia also worsens the perception of pain in individuals who are already suffering from pain.
Oh my goodness, so it's just a never-ending cycle. That's terrible. Oh my goodness. So Marianne, M&I places a big emphasis on the connection between pain, sleep and mental health. Please talk to us about this.
Yeah, people that experience chronic pain is in a vicious cycle and a continuous cycle of pain, as well as insomnia, and that increases sensitivity to pain, and that just worsens their sleep patterns. So sleep patterns, unfortunately, also leaves you feeling emotionally and physically exhausted. And that creates a lot of negative emotions, and it creates stress. You know, when you need to go to sleep, to bed, and you can't, it makes you more anxious, and that just worsens the whole effect. And then unfortunately, insomnia can increase your risk of developing mood disorders like anxiety and depression. And one of the symptoms of these mood disorders is insomnia, and there you have your vicious circle where pain and mood disorders actually influence your sleep patterns, and a lack of sleep contributes to these conditions. So it's not a good place to be in.
So now that we know just how important sleep is, and in fact us needing it to the point where it makes life so difficult for us without it, how can M&I help in terms of us getting that sleep that we need, Ashley?
So the incidence of chronic pain is actually increasing, and M&I offers a scientifically based solution that improves the body's own ability to manage pain. Sleep Bonds contains well-researched ingredients in optimal amounts that are known to promote healthier sleeping patterns, improve sleep quality, and also help combat the effects of sleep deprivation felt throughout the day. There are various neurotransmitters, hormones, and nutrients that are involved in regulating the sleep cycle. And what Sleep Bonds does is it targets these individual components individually through a holistic approach in order to address the underlying deficits that are associated with common sleep conditions. One of the big advantages is that it doesn't make you feel tired the next morning. You wake up feeling refreshed, and oftentimes with other sleep medications, you feel tired and like your brain isn't really working properly.
Like a brain fog of sorts.
A brain fog. And then another advantage is that it's not habit forming, and so you can take it every day, and you can actually take it in combination with other sleep medications initially just to help you establish that healthy sleeping pattern. Sleep Bonds and Sleep Bonds Kids has been formulated for adults and children respectively, and children between the ages of 8 and 18 years old can take Sleep Bonds Kids. Then you can pick up Sleep Bonds at your nearest pharmacy, or you can get it online at mnilifestyle.co.za, and we actually offer discount options if you buy it online.
Oh, you had me at discount options. I'm joking. You had me from the beginning, because sleep is something we all need, like we said. And ladies, I love that we bring you problems and you guys bring us solutions. So thank you for that. Of course, it is M&I in the building, helping us to get a little bit better at this thing of getting sleep, because it is important, especially when it comes to you and possibly having that chronic pain or even a mood disorder of sorts. This is where we are able to get helped indeed. You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on S3.
It is us, and I'm so excited. I don't even know what to say because we're making something.
Let me tell you why we were actually we got so deep into the conversation about Tripe. Tripe is such by the way, that's what we're going to be cooking.
Yeah.
It's such a conversation starter, so much so that we didn't even know the cameras were on. So anyway, let me hand over to Rob.
Enter the man who is still trying to figure out how they haven't come up with this idea in the first place a little bit longer than right now, but I'm celebrating it nonetheless. So I'm wanting you to indulge in nostalgia with Woolies' latest innovation. We're talking about slow-cooked ox tripe. Yes, bring it on. Now, all you have to do is add your own flavors and serve it. It's as simple as that. Now, Chef Clem is ready to craft a delicious and hassle-free tripe and butter bean curry, which is a great nostalgic meal for Mother's Day too. So if you're looking for some more inspiration, we got you covered, Mzansi. Now, Clem, let's get out of our conversation. Let's get into action mode.
And bring you into the conversation.
Yeah.
What I was telling Raul, which is something that's so important, the reason I'm so obsessed with this product is I grew up eating tripe and I am obsessed with tripe. The first recipe book Megan, as I said, Megan, my wife, ever bought me was a book called The Book of Tripe, which is all about just offal and like how, as just a human being, how to make the most out of offal. And I'm obsessed with it. I've had it, I can't tell you, I think the first time I had it ever and was part of the process of making it, I was 9 years old, right? And it was a day and a half actually, where the first thing was to clean the tripe. That alone was a process. And then you soak the tripe with like onions and a little bit of bay leaves as well. And then it's the cooking, and that takes hours. So every time, and I get the craving for tripe. Again, I grew up with it, so it's like it takes me right back to my childhood. Every time I want to have it, I know I'm going to block out a few days in my diary
just to
for
prepare it. Yeah.
So in Woolies, and I'm telling you, I nearly cried when they told me they started to work on this. When Woolies came out with slow-cooked tripe that's been cooked already.
Wait, has this been... Are you saying they've done the preparation work?
They've cleaned it. They've cleaned it. All that preparation happens beforehand, and then they've cooked it for hours. And here's what I love. When they cooked it, all they did was salt, pepper, onions, and stock. They kept it so plain.
And that's why Mzansi wants it.
And that's why Mzansi wants it. But, you know, and again, we spoke earlier about how throughout the country, people have different traditions and ways they eat food. So whenever I've had tripe, I've always had it in a curry. So let's get started with the curry. But first thing, let me show you what it actually looks like. So this is the packaging, right? Inside the packaging is a bag. And inside that bag is this beautiful tripe. And you can see the stock, you can see the sauce, everything's happening in there. So someone's gonna come in now, I'm gonna get my onions. It is so delicious and gelatinous. The protein's amazing, but the flavor, there's nothing else like it. It is so unique. So I'm going to show you what I do with it. Okay, swap sides.
I'm so excited for this because, again, can I just talk about the fact that we're also getting something brothy in here? We're talking about good nutrition coming through, not only from the protein of the meat and everything else that we're using here, but like you said, the collagen factor that's coming through. We're talking about type 2 collagen, not just type 1.
I didn't even know they have types.
Not just your skin, but also your joints as well. So come through with the nutrition. Thank you very much. Let's get it started, Clem.
So what we're going to do is we've got onions in the pan, and you can keep everything nice and chunky if you want. Remember, we're not going to spend hours in the kitchen anymore.
Because we don't need to.
We don't need to. I've literally made this whole recipe from beginning to end in half an hour. And again, tripe curry in half an hour, it's never been done.
That's unheard of, actually.
It's never been done. And the thing is, so many South Africans are coming out and just being like, where has this been? And it's weird. It's not just from like little dots on the country. It's the whole country. People are coming forward and saying, this is amazing. And they're coming through with their stories. And people have stories about like their childhood and tripe. And we in such a 2024 is all about just being nostalgic and just like going back to basics. Woolies got the brief. They got the memo. And they came through. And it's amazing. South Africa's talking about, whether you like it or not, people are talking about it. So, onions go in. We're going to hit it with some curry leaves, my absolute favorite. The whole tree. The whole tree goes in.
Whole tree, get it in
We're
there.
going to go in with Woolies masala paste. Again, we were talking about convenience. We're going to make this really quick. Masala paste goes in.
And am I right in saying that this is one of your versions, the way you like it? Again, Woolies are giving us the option to deviate and go whichever way we like.
Make it your own,
They took all the hard work out the way and allowed you to just bring in your creation, bring in your authenticity and those subtle nuances you spoke about that brings about that this is my family tradition.
This is, I
love that.
And it makes people so proud to go on like social media and be like, Woolies love that. Here's how my family made it. And then immediately the next story is my dad, or my mom, or my uncle, or aunt, whatever. So it's amazing.
Oh, I love that.
Very quickly.
What's happening here?
Garlic, ginger, turmeric went in, curry paste went in, the onions are in, salt, pepper, curry leaves. To that, we're going to add a little bit of stock, right? Once all of this cooks down, so we're going to fast forward now, right, a bit. Imagine this is all cooked down. Actually, no, I'm not going to do it because I want you to have it right. You want your onions to be soft, soft, soft. You're going to add your stock. Once you get down,
stock with so much flavor.
You don't actually. I was about to say now.
Yeah.
There's so much flavor. Just add water, and once the onions are soft, you add it all in. That's it.
No,
and it blows my mind because it's the first time in South Africa I can actually say once that's in, you're done. Ryle, it is so delicious. I don't know. You can serve it with rice. Serve it with amagwinya, dombolo. It is so amazing.
I have to interrupt you. Are you sure it's done?
It's done.
Like, bro, it's done forever.
It's done. I promise you, it is so good, mind-blowing. Check it out in stores now. I'm taking this one home, by the way.
Taking this one
it is
home.
so good. But
you can see this man is so passionate. Obviously, you can get it at woolworths.co.za. And for all the tripe lovers out there, say no more. We have answered your prayers and made everything that much easier. So I hope you absolutely loved it. And again, a reminder, you can get this curry recipe as well on woolworths.co.za. You can shop all these ingredients and more at Woolworths. And it's available in-store, online, and on the app. Plus, it gets even better because you can get 20% off selected appliances until the 12th of May. That's 2024. And it's available in-store, online, and of course on the app. With that, all I can say is get your tripe on, people, and enjoy. You can be proud of this one. All right, we really got a winner here. I'm taking the rest of it. Cheers.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. So here's the thing. I won 15 Rand playing Powerball yesterday, so I'm playing again today. But this time we are looking at Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2. Why? Because 31 million Rand could be heading your way this Wednesday.
And of course, play Lotto for an estimated 3 million Rand, Lotto Plus 1 for an estimated 12 million Rand, and Lotto Plus 2 for an estimated 16 million Rand. There's lots left after Graham's 15 Rand.
But do not delay. We want you to buy your tickets today in-store on the nationallottery.co.za website. There's the mobile app. You can use cell phone banking or simply dial *120 *7529# and follow the USSD. Simple as that.
And I know we're speaking very fast, but there is a reason. And if you missed any of that, we'll put all those details up on our social media pages. And of course, hopefully, be celebrating your win. 31 million Rand in total estimated jackpots running across the Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 platforms. That's what's available. Go and play now. Good luck.
All right, so with that, here's one more performance from the incredibly talented Hannah Ray.
Hi everybody, my name is Hannah Ray and this is my last song, which is called Open, which released last Friday. Originally sung by myself and Lord Kez, but today it's just me. Hope you like it.
I've been lying down real low. Feelings, yeah, they come, they go. But I'll be in my daydreams, daydreams till another step back. Look what I found. Everything I dreamed, and it's all coming now. Open up your eyes. It's time to see the light. And you undercover and hide from each other. Forget all the things that you told me you wanted. And you ask the questions, I give you the answers. 'Cause I just wanna know now. Yeah. And I thought I saw you running around my dreams. Yeah. And I thought I felt you lying next to me. Been meaning to tell you I am not what I seem. Yeah. I pop my heart open. It cuts me so deep. From me to you now, I know that I'm going. Just say it's alright and come on along. Step into my life.
Experience the new face of Clover Olive Pride Oils. Your same trusted choice for premium olive oil. Same great formulation, fresh new look.
Another feel-good production.
From each other, forget all the things that you told me you wanted. And you ask the questions, I give you the answers. 'Cause I just wanna know now. When you're undercover and hide from each other, forget all the things that you told me you wanted. And you ask the questions, I give you the answers. I just wanna know now. Thank you for having me.
Experience the new face of Clover Olive Pride Oils. Your same trusted choice for premium olive oil. Same great formulation, fresh new look. Experience the new face of Clover Olive Pride Oils. Your same trusted choice for premium olive oil. Same great formulation, fresh new look.
Another feel-good production.
It's the new face of Clover Olive Pride Oils. Your same trusted choice for premium olive oil. Same great formulation.
Well, voice note us on 063 408 8863 and let Chef Clem help you beat the heat in the kitchen. Become your own master chef. And join us for a feast of inspiration.
Do you want to take...
from
I reckon if you add got kitchen conundrums and stuff and voice note can be together.
Yeah. Culinary trend.
So like you can go, then I'll go here, and then you can go back there.
That's Expresso weekdays 6 to 9 a.m. Okay.
Yeah, or you can come in and become your own master chef.
No, I think I'll wrap up with that. I'll start it off and then you do a